have. It's now called the Are We There Yeti pub.
Are we there, Yeti? That's appropriate for our party.
It was brought to you by yours truly.
That's a good
I
idea.
believe that.
Thank you. I'm 2 margaritas in and ready to go.
She ready.
She's ready, Yeti.
She's
Ready,
ready,
Yeti.
Yeti.
You have
Let me
1
fill
platinum
you up.
and 5 gold. Congratulations, Tony.
Yay! Can you say
Oh,
that again? I missed it.
We can settle up too that over the past week, Cast has made 25 platinum pieces. They're in your bag.
Cool.
You found it.
25 platinum to Cast. So he can divide it up and give some to us for working.
What do I have?
Right now you have 1 gold piece. I just threw it in the bag. Give me a second.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. I wanted to know if this includes did the girls already get their cut for schlepping for me?
They have not.
Okay. Let me split this then.
You have 1 gold and 2 platinum. So 200 and
No, it's 20.
25 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 10 gold to platinum. Just
right.
Okay. Is it still 5 silver? Yeah, it's still 10 silver to. It's 10 of everything.
Yeah,
right?
10, 10, 10, 10.
Okay. I guess I'll go up to him and be like, "Hey, man, I'll just take 5 because you let me drink on the job."
Okay.
Best paladin ever.
Yep. Not arguing with that. Crackle did some schlepping for me too, didn't you? Didn't you sell some stuff?
we
He tried.
He wasn't as successful as
I
some,
made
like,
sure
split
that
my
the
hair.
business ran properly throughout the week.
All right,
So
give you some.
Because
What a
I
hard
am a
ass.
failed merchant, so like business is my past life. So like anytime I can do it, I'll do it. So I think last time we settled already on the permit for the vending. So I think we're okay.
Yeah, you guys have a legitimate stall. Let's just go back to last time on 5th edition and all.
Last time on 5e.
Yeah, last time on 5e, Cast met a drunk dwarf in camp, and the dwarf told Cast that the stronghold of the dwarves, called Dungim, went to shit about 20 years ago. And then the drunk dwarf wrestled with Nora Roberts, and they ran around the fire until he tripped, fell, and threw up. And while all of that was going on, a little girl went too close to that massive warg thing and got eaten. And Penelope killed the warg in retribution or vengeance or revenge, whatever you want to call it. The next day, the caravan headed back out onto the trail and continued on to Bellkeep Castle. On the trail, they came across a large, well-equipped, well-spoken, and polite bugbear trapped under a tree. His name was Lunk. They saved him and got him back to the caravan. And then later on, scouting ahead, Crackle and Maul dispatched some wannabe bandits at a shallow river crossing. And then eventually, the caravan stopped at the ferry crossing that was once obviously the bridge. And the ferry was run by the King's Guard under the order of the King of Bellkeep. And they were to ferry travelers and keep the crossing safe. And those King's Guards, Jim, Bob, and Terry, they were super helpful. Hillbillies that charged 3 silver per person. And you guys hated them because they were hillbillies. Approaching the city, the party saw a chain gang digging ditches, and Nora saw a man that she connected with religiously. She sung the man an ancient pirate shanty, and for her efforts was attacked by one of the guards. Nora intimidated the guard into joining the cult of Davy Jones, and the guard kindly told the group that they were all welcome in the city except for the bugbear Lunk. Crackle headed to the Merchant Guild to collect the quest reward for the caravan. And I guess he put all of that into a bank account here in Bellkeep.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then Cast and Crackle started a vendor stall to sell booze and bought a gypsy wagon / food truck to have a pop-up bar. We now have a name for that. It's called We There Yeti. I love it. Nora and Penelope went to the local taverns to sell a few barrels directly to tavern owners. Maul happened across a magic shop, and a ring caught his eye, but the shopkeeper wouldn't accept money for it, but asked Maul to retrieve a golden apple from a dune. And Maul was like, fuck that, that's way too hard. How about I kill somebody instead? And the shopkeeper said, hey, we want that Baron over in Baywald killed. And once the Baron's dead, the shopkeep would give Maul the ring. Yeah, so Ripley's been putting together songs with lyrics about that mayor being dead. The girls sold booze to the owner of the slaughtered lamb. His name was Bob, and he fucking loved it. He was the guy that kept saying that it was fucking delicious. And
I said it first.
you said it first, and then he said that it was fucking delicious over and over again. So you guys have set up the stall in town, selling booze. There's a sign that says "Not responsible for injury or death due to catcalling." And
I forgot about that, but that's really important.
you guys found that Lunk, the big bugbear, has been hanging out in town. He's been like disguising himself and working around in the hobo district. You guys have, let's see, the city guard patrolled the streets, but when off duty, they stop at the pop-up bar and drink heavily. You guys made a special drink for the on-duty guards called O'Tools or O'Dools, something like that. And a chamber pot fell on Penelope, and then she went to the blue balls to Crackle's room and got cleaned up. And Crackle stole prostitutes' clothes for her, and she went back to the caravan all clean and tidy. And I think you guys were talking about calling for the boat or sending out some messenger
That is correct.
to go get the boats.
Yeah. Is there anyone in town we trust that could go get the boat for us? Or send the message?
Well, really, is there anybody in town that you trust?
Couldn't we just send a messenger to tell the crew that's already on the ship to bring it to the port?
Do we have a crew? That's my question. Oh, that's my.
Don't I have a crew?
Yeah, there was a crew on the boat.
Didn't
Minus
they
one.
die?
One was dead.
You sacrifice one to your god, but just one.
Yeah, I think it was just one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there's
Casually rolled him off the boat in case you had forgotten.
there's a couple ways you can do this. You could like write a letter, seal it, with some wax.
Could I use message?
Well, what's the range on message?
I think it's only 30 feet.
Yeah, that's not going to help that.
Let me see if I even have. Yes, I do. 120 feet for message.
Not going to do it. But yeah, you could like write a letter, send it via courier.
I'll have Ghostly. Ghostly should write the letter to her crew, and I'll pay for it to go safely over to where it needs to go.
Are you going to do that there, Penelope?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. What are you going to tell the crew? Just that you want them in Bell Keep?
Yeah. That those are their orders. That, they need to be there when they need to be there.
Sail to Bell Keep post haste.
Normally I'd mute to say this, but thank you, Minimus, for the host.
No problem. I'm going to also post on F book if that's cool.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
As long as you're not friends with my mom.
Nope, just ours.
Now I have to assume that my parents are watching.
Family D&D, yes.
Well,
What up, fam?
My viewer count is highly unreliable, so I rely on my mods to tell me when people are in there.
That's not smart.
Right?
All right. So while we're moving around the town and getting some stuff done, Nora, you're sitting at the bar, and
Okay.
you're selling, not drinking. Yeah, I mean you're
Oh.
doing a little bit of drinking too, but you're there on
Why not
duty
do both?
as a barkeep.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. And it's a nice day, so it's pretty crowded in the afternoon, especially. You guys get a pretty heavy line, 8 to 10 deep, as people are passing by on their way to or from wherever they're headed, and they want a nice, cold, frosty beverage. So in front of you, this long line, you're getting kind of frustrated with how fast things are moving. And all of a sudden, this disheveled woman comes up, kind of cuts in line in front of everybody, and she's carrying a baby in her arms. And she looks at you and she says, "I just can't handle it anymore." And she thrusts the baby into your arms and then runs away.
Wait,
I
who?
catch the baby and I look over at Penelope and I'm like, "What a Karen, right?"
Everybody,
What are we gonna do with the baby?
everybody point to Nora and be like, "That is not for your god."
That is not for your
No.
God.
It goes
It's
to
not.
our God's pet, the
Nope.
Kraken.
Absolutely not.
Well, then what are we gonna do with the baby?
Not that. I've already had to kill a
Look.
warg for eating a small child. We're not murdering children.
Okay,
No, thank
so
you.
then I
Is-
hand the baby over to Penelope and I like put it in her arms. She like can't deny this because I'm gonna drop it otherwise. I'm like, then you take care of it. This is your problem now. And I go back to like taking orders.
Oh, man. The
Okay.
baby starts crying immediately when Penelope holds him, her, you don't know yet.
I try to give it a beverage.
You can't give it a beverage.
I can,
Sure, it'll
I
make it
can
quiet.
too. It's just got to be one of the virgin ones.
I leave the bar. Where is the
Are you-
closest like religious place?
There's a fire department like 2 blocks down.
Fire department.
That's where you're supposed to take them. Yeah.
Or like a hospital or a clinic or
No,
whatever.
fire departments take in unwanted children. I'm telling you, it's a known fact.
They do.
It's where you're supposed to take children.
It's weird.
No, you're supposed to take them to the hospital.
Child, you're like,
You're-
yep, fire
You're
department.
supposed to take them to the hospital.
I love how Minimus is like, that's just where you take children. Not unwanted children, not like children you found, just children go to fire.
TV has taught me this. I
Oh
know
my
it's a
God.
fact.
Oh
That's-
God!
Oh,
You want to have babies with him?
yeah. T minus 6.5 months, motherfucker. I'm gonna get me one of them.
I know where our fire department is, so it's okay.
Yeah, I pass one every day on the way to work.
Oh,
Scope it out.
damn
See if
it!
there's any abandoned babies.
Better than the pound.
In the pound.
I took my kids to the fire department once. They loved the trucks. It was
My dad
cool.
used to volunteer at one. I got to see the trucks. It was cool. It was cool.
I climbed Bill's 50-foot extension one. That thing almost killed me. I made it up top. Coming back down is when I felt it.
Okay, so Penelope, give me a D20 roll. Let's see what your luck looks like.
Better you than me.
I rolled a 17 on my D20.
Oh,
Okay, so you make it like a block or two. And the first thing that you see, there's a helmeted knight in full plate. He's standing behind a cart, and he's handing out food and water in the slums. The poor and the homeless have like gathered in mass around him, and he's silently passing out food and drink. This guy is like, his full plate is clean and shiny white. And he looks like the hero of the slums, standing there feeding the poor.
Okay. He has a cart, you said?
He does have a cart. Yep.
Okay. I go up and I
Is it
put the
better
baby
looking than ours?
on the cart and I look at him and I'm like, somebody just gave me this baby. Here you go.
Uh,
You know, I was warned of this in other countries, so I don't do this.
the polished white knight nods silently at you as you walk away, I guess. Just gonna leave this baby behind.
He's helping people.
Okay.
Who's leaving? Wait, who's leaving a baby?
Somebody shoved a baby
Everybody.
in my arms and I got
Well-
stuck with this random ass baby. So I found this guy who's feeding the homeless in the slums and I gave the baby to him.
And she wouldn't
Because
let me.
Rainey wants to sacrifice him to her god. And
Hey, I
And
never said
Ark-
that out loud.
Ark was trying to feed it beverages.
Hey, back
What?
in my
What the heck?
day,
I'm
you just
supposed to
take
be
your
the fucked
finger
up
in
character.
the whiskey and then
Well,
rub it
you're
on your
late.
gums. It's okay.
We were having to
I
pick up
turned
the
out
slack.
fine.
Y'all can tell me I'm a bad person all you want, but it's better than Rainey sacrificing it to the gods or Ark feeding it beverages.
No,
Hey,
Rainey,
my God
Rainey-
is cool people.
Rainey doesn't touch them. What they do voluntarily is up to
Yeah.
them.
Just so happens
She just
if I
gives
hold
them
their
the
nose and then
Kool-Aid.
pour a bunch of water down their throat.
I
Like,
mean, I watched her actually
don't
murder
fight
one
me.
of my dudes, so
hey, he wanted it. He wanted it to happen. I saw it. The way he dressed.
What?
Out of context, this is a terrible conversation.
In context, it's pretty terrible.
so bad.
I'm like
Anyhow,
20 minutes late. What the fuck are you doing?
living, sir, living.
Like I said, we're picking up the
Living
slack.
the
You
life.
weren't here.
Yeah. That'd be fucking weird for you missing.
So you sasacrificed a baby.
I didn't
Not
sacrifice.
yet.
No, I saved the
didn't
baby.
I didn't get to sacrifice the baby.
Wait. You saved the baby by giving it to a random stranger, and that
He's-
was somehow better than what you were gonna do with it?
We're moving it forward.
We gave it. She gave it to a knight.
He's
be
feeding
fair.
the poor.
So he's gonna just because the guy's feeding the poor.
I'm gonna
If I
pee.
decide-
Wow.
So the next time you guys go over to the poor district and there's like a dragonborn standing in line, he's gonna
That-
give the baby to the dragonborn as food and just be like, "Here you go, food for the
Good.
poor."
I think it would have been hilarious if, like, the same mother that couldn't stand it was in the line and got handed the baby back.
That'd
Oh,
be
man.
great. Karma. Whatever. I don't want to deal with a baby.
What are you doing with Charlie and Floof and Gore?
Floof is still just hanging out with
Luke
me.
rides in my hood.
No.
He's always with me.
No, mine is Floof.
They're mascots.
Yours is Charlie.
That's what I said.
You said Floof rides in my hood.
Look, the little squishy furry thing
I have
rides
Charlie
in my hood
and Gar.
because I used the Mother Yeti's head as my hood, so it's cool. That's where she likes to be.
Oh my!
Just to be clear, you're wearing your. Oh my god!
She's the best paladin ever.
I had a
all I
client
can say
today,
is
and we were talking about D&D, and I was trying to explain how backwards my character was.
Ooh, can we actually space it between
have a job?
Arkin and I? Is that cool?
Do you still have a job?
Yeah, I do have a job.
Okay. Because if I had told any one of those things, I'm reasonably sure I would not.
It was
Hey, so we
definitely not
rescued this
one of the
little
weirdest
kid.
conversations I've had.
Oh, all right.
I don't see Floof.
What'd you do with it?
I ate him.
You-
Actually,
Is literally-
Crackle might have tried to sell him.
If Crackle sells Floof, then I'm gonna kill Crackle. I'm going to crush him.
Here's Floof. We got him.
What are you gonna crush him with?
Oh,
The arrow that's going to puncture his skull.
Goodness.
Those don't crushing damage. That's piercing damage.
I'm going to piercing damage your face.
That's the thing you could do. That statement makes sense.
Piercing damage your face.
Trying to up.
Yeah,
Oh, I have Floof over here, Matt.
Oh, you did have Floof. Jeez.
Floof was over on my character sheet for some reason.
For some reason.
I wouldn't sell Floof. I'm gonna wait till he's older and make another outfit out of him.
Excuse you?
What? Rainy
I
is
am
wearing
literally
both.
going to end up killing this bird.
Rainy is wearing their mother around daily.
That's
while she
her
sells
issue.
beer.
Floof is my animal. Floof is my child.
I'm just hoping that there's at least one breeding pair amongst the three, so they can have little baby Yetis,
Oh.
and I can turn a
Oh,
profit.
that's just
Okay.
gross.
We can
Oh, they're
farm.
brother and sisters.
No.
They're farm animals.
You can't prove that.
No, they're not.
Wait,
Oh
so
my
who's the
God.
girl?
We don't know yet. You want to check?
I'm pretty sure he's both.
He's both. I don't think Yetis are
Oh
both.
my God.
Yetis for mammals.
Who are you to say? You're
Yeah,
a god.
we don't know. They might lay eggs for all we know.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I agree with Ark on that. Or Cass.
Uh,
All right. So while everybody's
Destroying
like,
the GM's game.
We've already
Yeah,
derailed
that-
so hard.
the old lady, the lady came up to Nora, handed Nora a baby. Nora was like, "Fuck a
Yeah.
baby, I'm not dealing with that shit." Gave it to Penelope. Penelope was like, "Fuck a
Hey.
baby, I ain't dealing with that shit." And she found a knight in shining armor, literally feeding the poor, and she goes, "Here's a baby, I'm done with this."
And I still get criticized for it.
See,
So that
Crackle would
baby-
have made gold off of it. It would have gone to a loving family.
That baby's name is now Hot Potato.
hot potato, hot potato.
Ah,
Or hot
Hot-
potato.
That
Hot
kid's gonna
potato
grow up
baby.
feeling very loved.
can we call him Spud for short?
Yes, Spud for
Cheer
short.
up,
He is
Spud.
he's now the nemesis of the game.
That's
No
rough,
love.
buddy.
Spud's
In
gonna
like-
come back.
In like 10 to 15 years, maybe.
Yeah.
How
All
old
right.
is like infant baby or like toddler baby? We should have asked that first.
So anyway, while the girls are dealing with babies,
What a
Cat-
sexist DM you are.
what?
Nothing.
Cast, you're hanging out in the bar. You're doing the storefront side of things because everybody's dealing with baby stuff. So this old lady, her name is Greta. She's been a regular at your stall for now days. She keeps coming up and she's only interested in talking to you, and she calls you dearie and tells you stories about the old days. She keeps giving you bedroom eyes. She wants your dwarven D.
Once that dwarven D.
I'm very uncomfortable.
But you're gonna keep selling her booze, right?
Yeah, I mean it's
I
money.
mean, duh.
Yeah, I mean, duh. That's right.
Okay.
I want to say, yeah. I am
Oh, I'm
both.
not even in here.
So
Why am I not
impressed by
in
what you're doing right now. It's so repulsed. But because
Megan-
it's not happening to me, I'm enjoying it.
Well, wait until it's your turn. I got one for you too. So yeah, this lady is she starts asking you about your childhood, and she's swapping stories and sharing things. She's very interested in what your future plans are. What are you gonna tell her?
You would say after she asks about his childhood, you would say she's asking about his manhood.
After childhood, yeah.
Yeah, after childhood, she wants to ask about his manhood.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge those questions and be like, so we've got the salted caramel, the sea dredge. Yeah, it's a good one. You should drink that.
Oh yeah, I've tried that too. That's pretty good, but I'm drinking this Chapa cider right now. It's all the rage. Everybody's talking about it.
She wants to tap the gas.
She wants to tap the cast. Why don't you
good.
take me back into your tap room?
That's a negative.
She wants it.
Run away.
I'm just
She wants-
imagining Salt and
I'm
Pepper's
no, I'm,
Push
gonna-
It
I'm gonna
song
make a
playing in the
game.
background.
I'm gonna make a game out of trying to pass her off on Ripley.
Oh God.
That's what I'm
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm
Like, start
I'm
taking
gonna be wingmanning hard
Really?
for Ripley over there.
You can do it, Ripley.
She's not into humans. Apparently, she wants the dwarf.
I'm still gonna do it though.
Is she tall?
She is tall.
Like Amazon tall, or like?
Like, she's
The bird
like,
is very interested.
Yeah, are you interested? You're gonna slide up next to her?
You're gonna try to roost.
I might jump off her shoulders.
Oh, you heard
God
it first.
damn.
He likes them big.
Oh, hi, I'm Greta.
Hi, Greta.
She tells you stories of her youth and old days gone by.
Wow, dragons, really?
Oh, it's not dragons. There was an old necromancer around here. He
Whoa.
brought up the dead from the ground. It was scary times.
What did he do with them?
They think that he was trying to build some sort of army so that he could take over the city. This was like 30, 40 years ago.
I would have just put them to work, make some gold.
So it's funny that you should say that. The necromancer used to work for the city, and people would this was like 30, 40 years ago. They used to sign lifelong contracts with the city to be like a janitorial worker or some other like bureaucratic government worker. If they died before their contract was up, the necromancer would raise them from the dead, and they would finish out their contract as like sanitation or guard or whatever that the undead zombie could actually function and do. So the city was like super clean back then because they had teams of zombies working 24/7, like shoveling the horse shit and everything. This new king, he did away with that. He thought necromancy was really, really bad, and he's changed things up. So they actually killed the necromancer. Up and like he had
Wow,
his
that's
place
kind
up
of severe.
north.
They couldn't have like given him a severance package or anything.
No, so like he ended up being like super evil. He was legitimately trying to build an army to take over the city secretly. So all that stuff came to light, and they killed that necromancer up north.
Oh, dear God.
Give me a perception check there, Crackle.
Chin. Oh no! Sorry, okay, quick thought.
Would you say she's about to pick his pocket?
Thumb his nose.
His beak.
Perception.
Oh yeah, beak. Yeah, perception check.
18 total.
All right. So while this lady's talking to you, you notice by like looking over her shoulder into the crowd behind you, there is a small kinku that you've spotted moving through the crowd. But he was looking at you and then like disappears into the crowd.
The feathers on the back of my neck's straight up.
It's been a while since you've seen another kinku at all. You're rare.
It is rare. I'm the only one that I know of that's been in this area.
So Greta's not drunk enough to sleep with a bird yet, but
Yet? Yet is that key word there.
I do
Did
have
I
a
still get
solution
a
for that.
pecking?
I do have a solution for that. It is more alcohol.
Yeah, I want to still get a peck.
oh man,
But
you're leading her to a pecking.
But I'm still trying to get her to go after Ripley. I'm still wingmanning hard.
All right. Well, all this is going on. Maul, you've been hanging around the cart, doing whatever you need to be doing. I don't know if you've ever said that you were going to be selling booze with them in the cart.
I thought he
Oh
went
no,
to the
I drink and I don't
stables
sell it.
and
Yeah, I
and
just
met the bugbear.
oh, I forgot I have a bugbear too. No, I don't have him. I have a yeah, I just have Gore. No, me and Gore are sitting at a table drinking the wares.
Okay.
I got him a booster seat.
Well, while you and Gore are sitting there, a border collie, the dog, it runs up to you and it begins barking and whimpering. It's like, you know, bark, bark, and then it'll try to run in a circle away from you and then come back and be like bark, bark, and then whimper at you and try to lead you on down the street.
But what's that, Lassie? Timmy's falling into the well.
He barks,
I'll,
bark, bark.
I'll follow. I'll follow.
Okay.
I know how this goes.
All right. So you follow the border collie to this well in the middle of town. And the collie starts circling the well and barking madly.
I look in.
All right, give me a perception roll.
Well,
12. All right.
Yep.
So you look in, and it's really uber dark down there. So you don't really see anything, but what you can hear is splashing down in the well, and with the splashing, there is like a whimpering noise.
what if I have dark vision?
How far is your dark vision?
I'm trying to figure out where it's at.
It isn't Timmy unless Timmy is the name of the puppy.
Are
Oh
you?
well, let me rephrase. It's human sounding whimpering coming from the well.
Oh, much less motivated to fix the problem now, aren't you?
All right. I'm gonna yell down. Oh yeah, I have dark vision to 60 feet.
Okay. So at the very edge of your vision, you see a form swimming, treading water at the bottom of the well.
Okay.
You said you're going to yell down to
I'm gonna
me?
yell down there that I think you lost. Yeah, you lost your dog, and then I'm gonna toss the dog down there.
Okay, so you grab the dog and you toss it down the well.
Yeah.
Splash.
Hey, at least there's water down there. They won't get thirsty.
Oh my
Then
god.
I'll holler down. All good now?
So you hear the voice of like a little girl, and she's screaming, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And this Kingsguard will rush over to the well, and he'll look at you, and then look down the well, and be like, "Did you just throw a dog down the well?"
Monster.
Yeah. The dog told me that its owner was in the well, and I hollered down if whoever's down there wanted their dog, and they didn't answer, so I sent their dog down after him.
Oh
I'm
my
feeling like it was
god!
a poor decision on my part.
Oh
I
my
misread
god!
entirely what was going on.
The
You
uh,
want me
the
to climb down there and get him, or you got this?
the Kingsguard is gonna look around, and he's gonna start
How many
screaming.
Kingsguard are there?
There's lots of them, but these are like groups of them. So they're gonna start like figuring out what they need. They're gonna try to get some rope and stuff. One of them is gonna
I'm
look
just
down
gonna
the
climb
well.
down there.
Gonna try to climb down it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna climb down there.
All right. So I think Slick Stone has a DC of 15 to climb it.
All right. Uh, 21.
All right. So you make
Nope,
it down
19.
19.
19, not 21. Yeah, 19. Yeah, I make it down there.
Not 60 feet. I think you only move 10 feet
Oh,
down.
okay. Gotta go again. Well, what level are we for?
5.
Should be 5.
Oh, damn it. We're 5? Okay. Well, doesn't matter. I still don't get the. If it was 6, I don't get the climbing speed, so that's fine. All right, so halfway down?
No, you're only moving 10 feet at a time. You're going to have to give me 6 checks. And
Give me
they're
4
getting
checks.
steadily worse. Hold on.
Doesn't he have a rope?
He didn't throw anything over.
Oh.
Everything says the climb DC is 25. And that's a rough
What?
surface. Yeah, that's a rough surface, such as natural rock wall or a brick wall.
Yeah, but it's a well, so I have a wall to brace myself on.
True, but then the surface is slippery. So it says climbing a chimney or any other location where you can brace against 2 opposite walls. That's a minus 10 to the DC. So if, let's just say it's 25, then it goes to 15, and then it goes 5 because it's slippery. So we'll make the DC 20.
Okay. All right. So I should have a 40-foot speed.
That'll be a 3 red check.
So I should be able to do it. So it's
Do you
half
have a
movement.
Do you have a climb check?
No, it's athletics that you use.
Yeah, it'd be athletics.
Oh, but I'm sorry, you don't have a climb speed.
I don't
right?
have a climb speed yet. I'll have
No. Sorry.
no. I don't have a climb speed until next next level. But so climbing is half your regular speed, right?
I always thought it was 10. So if you're
You climb at half your regular speed, just like you swim.
okay,
So half of 40 is 20. So 3 checks. So you need another check, but this one's a 20.
yeah, they should have all been 20.
Well, I fell.
All right, Blunk, you hit the bottom of the water, and 2 squishy forms bump up against you as you break the surface. You're trying to swim in a well that's like 15-foot diameter, and there's 2 other objects or people, things in here with you. You can see now, one of them's a little girl, and the other one's the dog you threw in. They're both
All right. All right.
barely treading water.
Why did you throw the dog in?
All right. So I thought the dog wanted to go, with it kept telling me something about the well, so I thought it wanted to get in the well.
It's because he plays like this. He never actually checks first and just does action.
So I'll put the kid on my shoulders, and I'll hold the dog.
All right, so you go to pick up the kid, and you realize that she must have like broken her legs when she fell. So she's not going to go around your shoulders without you bracing her somehow on her hips. And holding the dog is going to be impossible.
I can hold the dog with one hand.
You're just going to grab this border collie with one hand, and then you're going to have what the girl fireman's carry?
Yeah.
And then you're going to climb a 60-foot slippery water.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm going to keep him from drowning.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Ooh, I know how to solve this.
Give me another athletics check.
Does it involve fireball crackle?
No.
No.
There's 2 options here. We can add more water in, and they rise.
I got a 10.
Or we can add more volume, like rocks, and they can rise. Crows
All right.
do it all the time.
Things are looking really bleak, and you're getting a lot of water in your mouth and lungs. But just when things are looking dire, the Kingsguard come through and drop a rope into the hole. And they're way up
Right.
top, and they're looking down. All you can see is this little halo of light way up there, and you hear them all screaming at the same time. They're all saying different things because they're Kingsguard.
All right, I tie the rope around the kid's under the kid's shoulders. Like around her chest, but like so it's under her shoulders.
Okay.
And tell them that they yell up there that she's broken her leg, so be gentle. And then I do a tug on the rope to tell them to pull it up.
All right.
And I go back to holding the dog.
And treading water again. Give me a dexterity check for doing the knot.
Five. No. Yep, 5.
All right, this girl gets hefted up, and about 15 feet up, the knot comes loose, and she falls back into the water with a big kaploosh. And the guard's rope gets yanked up, and then they quickly lower it back down, and they're like, "What the hell happened?" Give me another check.
Ten.
All right, so the second knot seems a little bit tighter. The Kingsguard pulls the little girl all the way up and out of the well, and you hear like this huge crowd, cheer at the top of the well. You would imagine that there's a bunch of people out there now. They lower the rope back down to you after a couple moments. You could grab this rope. You're just gonna leave the dog down here. Can't hear you if you're talking. What?
Broken up.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, that's a little bit better.
All right, so tie the rope around my shoulders,
Okay.
and I hold the dog.
All right. It takes them a while to heave you out, and it's a bumpy ride up, but you make it to the edge and help get over the edge with the rope and the dog, and you get out of the well. As you splash down on the other side, you see that, yes, a crowd of like 300 people have gathered, and they're all like looking on, rubbernecking. And as soon as you come out with the dog, they all scream and clap their hands, and they're all like super happy that everything's better. You're a hero. So are the guards. And they're trying to, they dry off the little girl, and they put her on like this stretcher, and they're going to take her to an infirmary somewhere, try to get her better. So this guard's going to go away. What are you going to do with this dog?
Eat it.
I tell the dog to go with her.
All right, so yeah, you put the dog down, and the border collie runs after the Kingsguard and with the little girl on the stretcher. And eventually, the crowd disperses. Some people are like, "You're a hero," and they come up to you and they pat you on the shoulder.
No.
Yeah, heroes don't throw dogs into wells. Do what?
Not my fault. They didn't see that. It's not my fault. They didn't see that.
No, they didn't see that. The guards did.
I totally misread that situation. By the way, that's how you be a monster and then solve it.
Yeah, instead of just running away from your problems or handing them off to some white knight.
Or throwing someone else in the well, which was my second option.
Just gonna keep throwing people in the well.
Well, if you throw enough guards in, technically the water level would get high enough you could pull a little girl out.
I mean, I suppose.
Or she's buried under 15 guards.
Yeah.
Well, but assume the guards are holding her up as it goes. Like, otherwise, they're just as monstrous as they're claiming I am.
Or, they can't swim, or you throw them down and they break their neck on the way down. One of the two.
They're in
Now you're-
full plate. One of them hits the girl.
Yeah,
you're
right.
You're just making excuses now. I mean, if these were real heroes, they'd make this happen. I did.
Jock's doll, or Jock's fall, everyone dies. All right, so you get back to the Are We There Yeti bar, and what looks to be, it looks like they're waiting for you is a whole mess of Kingsguard, like 10 of them, and there's also a man in a like a royal super outfit. I don't know how else to explain it, except that he's obviously somebody that works directly for the king. And they're standing in front of the Are We There Yeti bar, and it's weird because all 20 Kingsguard are standing in front of this guy or behind this guy, and this guy's just standing there like he's waiting for something.
I give him a beverage.
What are you gonna give him?
A beverage. Hold on.
I mean, the chapa. Or are you gonna give him something different?
I'll give him a Lich's Brew. It's dark. It's a dark black beer. It's a hit. That was the one I rolled for really well.
Okay. So he takes your cup and he starts to drink it, and he gets a few sips in, and he looks at you and he says, "Mine, that's a fine beverage. The king was right, and so was Billy Bob. So
Billy Bob.
this is actually
We met Billy Bob. He was at the river crossing.
that's right. He's the Kingsguard captain, actually, and he said that you make the best brew in the city, which is kind of why I'm here. I work for the king, and the king wishes an audience with you lot immediately. So if you don't mind, I'd like you and your entire crew to come with us to the castle."
Why?
Are we all here?
Yeah, everybody's here now.
Okay. GM magic. Good. Then I'm not going to speak for the group because it's not my crew.
Whose crew
Why?
is it?
It's
I mean,
it's a democracy, bitch.
Yeah, there is no captain of this pirate crew.
They're not my pirate crew.
That's why it's a democracy. Your pirate crew, you're the captain. They have to listen to you. That's not a democracy. This is democracy.
I mean, true. Like Ripley kind of brought you guys all here and banded you together. And if you're gonna ask him what you should do, he's gonna be like, "Whew, I haven't seen this king yet. I've been around for a long time. I haven't met this guy."
I mean, I'm all for going, especially if he wants to buy booze. I'm going to ask this guy if I should bring booze.
Yes, you should bring samplings of what you have.
I will absolutely do that. I will bring mini kegs of each of the styles I make.
And to answer Maul's question, because Maul kept asking why, this is the king is requesting this group's audience to help him solve a crime.
Why would he think we would be able to do that?
Because we throw dogs in wells. Oh, well, one of us does.
The king.
That is an excellent question, Penelope.
Hey GM, could I request a bank bag?
Sure. The messenger guy, he's gonna say like, well, maybe the king is a little not kingly when it comes to crime in his city. He dishes out strange punishments I don't think you guys are in trouble per se, but he needs your evidence to help clear up a crime. Maybe you guys are like character witnesses.
I mean, whatever. I'm going.
I don't got no character.
I'm gonna bring him. I'm gonna bring him beer. He's gonna buy it. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you.
Got
No
something
problem.
to do with the bugbear.
If you could admin me at some point, I can do stuff like that for you. Holy shit, snacks!
Yeah, if nobody looks over in my corner for a little bit, that'd be really great.
Too late.
What's going on in his corner?
He's got a lot of money.
Nothing.
Where did he get it?
I knew he had it, and I still paid him because it was fair.
And I really appreciate that, sir. When I saw it, I was like, wow, that's very kind. I think it's a good deal. I need access.
I just messed you up.
can see. Just keep throwing it in the darkness.
I hope you made it so he could see in there.
Nope, I cannot.
You can zone it so that he can see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to.
Okay, I can do it. Hold on. And then I need to. Is it right click? No. Oh, I can't. I can't do it because I'm not the. Oh yeah, I can. Hold on. What color are you? You're red.
Red.
There you go. Oh my god! It covered up my table. Hold on.
Nope, I still can't see in it. Just made the fog red.
You got to delete my fog. I can't figure out how to delete it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god!
You guys,
My $4,000 disappeared in blackness.
that's how thieves work, man.
I got it. I kind of know what I'm doing.
Did you get it?
There we go.
Now hold on. Now I can make a hidden zone that actually works for you. I'll just put it down here at the bottom. And then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and now only you should be able to see in there.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
It was a thief in the night.
Except I don't know how to stack into this bank.
Open or right click on it and say search. And then
No, I'm trying to stack the money and throw all of it in there.
Square, select it, and then press G.
Okay. For group.
Yep.
Holy shit.
And you can shake it to get it all to hold together.
I got 101 platinum. I had 101 platinum until somebody just took it.
Yeah, it was the GM. I didn't do it. No one else can see in there but you.
I just put it in there.
Okay, thank you.
It's in the bag. All right. So you guys, who's going with the guards?
I'm going.
I'll go.
I've got lots of beer to sell.
Okay. If everybody's going, that makes this easier.
Can I get changed in the best garments that I have and polish my beak?
If you can do it within like 3 minutes.
You gotta call.
I'm a bird.
You gotta call that Gretchen chick if you want to polish your beak.
I'm a bird.
Gross!
I'd like to put on my best clothes too.
Did you have a second change of clothes?
No,
You wear clothes?
I wear pants and a ratty shirt.
I've got a top hat. I always look good.
All right. So you guys get to you guys walk with the guards, and this man, the messenger of the king, his name is Pippin, and he's very, very happy to be careful. He's very happy to help you guys. And any questions that you have about the city, he's very open and honest. And as you guys walk, he kind of tells you a little bit about Bellkeep and the Ebon Kingdom. And he tells you, he mentions that necromancer that used to be around here. It's like, this place used to be really, really clean. We can't keep it as clean as it used to be. But, we also didn't used to have the homeless and the slums. that's a byproduct of getting rid of the necromancer too. So it's a bummer, but
How did getting rid of evil bring more evil? Well, I wouldn't say evil.
so we didn't have the homeless before because if people got into such a bad situation, they could always sign a contract with the city and become a civil servant for the city. But
So
we
indentured, you can say it, indentured slaves.
no, they weren't indentured slaves. They were paid every week, and they could use that money for whatever they wanted. I mean, it was a contract. It was a contractual job.
I come from a very different state where the companies did that to their employees, and their money was useless. Only you could use it in the company store.
That's not how it worked here. I mean, it was the kingdom's money, so whatever traded at Belkeep could also trade at Baywall.
Okay. Then I'm not as judgmental then.
So it used to be not a paradise, obviously, because we had walking corpses, cleaning the streets. But as if you could look past the corpses, it was a good place, very clean. We don't have the undead anymore, which is a good thing. But now we've got homeless. So you guys approach the castle here. Bellkeep Castle is got a huge grand entrance with lots of pillars and cut stone. There's lots of courtly people milling about in nice clothes, and you make your way up the steps and into a grand hall. And at the end of the grand hall is a throne, and on top of the throne is this king. Um, and Pippin walks you guys all the way up to him and announces you and says, "This is King Lin Eben III to speak to the group of the Are We There Yeti bar and tavern." Everybody looks around. The Kingsguard that have brought you have now moved beyond your group, leaving you guys up on the terrace or on the I guess it's the main floor. But off to the side, they've moved to where there is a prisoner. He is bound in chains, and
It's the bugbear.
no, you recognize him. It's Bob from the Slaughtered Lamb,
Who's Bob?
the tavern owner from the Slaughtered Lamb that
Oh,
you
the one
sold
who
him the
kept
keg.
saying everything was amazing.
Yeah, he said it was fucking amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's not looking good.
So anyway, Bob's in chains. Are you gonna say anything to the rest of the group and let them know who Bob is?
I poke the dwarf and say that's the dude that we sold your cake to.
Oh, Bob!
Does he sell burgers out of his tavern?
He used to until they cut his hands off.
Oh God.
No, I'm just kidding. His hands are still up.
Now,
Jesus.
All right, so you say, hey, that's Bob. We sold him a keg. The king stands up and he addresses the group and he says, Bob here of the Slaughtered Lamb Tavern had passed off the croppa cider that this goodly dwarf here had the miraculous fortune to create. He passed it off as his own and sold it to me. He told me it was the best that he had ever made, and I tasted it. But I know dwarven ales, and I know that a human could not have created that croppa cider. I had my captain, Billy Bob, who has tasted the croppa cider. He confirmed this. And today, in front of this court, I will confirm it. Because I believe, young dwarf, that you have brought, and he looks at the kegs that you've brought, and he's like, "You've brought more ale? Do you mind if I buy that for the court? They all need to try this."
I don't know if we ever established what my normal price was, but I'm gonna quote him like 150%.
Yeah. Wait till he
Yeah.
sees that invoice with delivery fee.
To be honest, that seems a little low.
I'm
Uh,
sure that you can invoice the king.
This is specially brewed royal ale.
Ark, how much do you think it costs you in materials to brew?
oh, it's like in silvers, dude. It's stupidly cheap. We're making
You want to
so
say
much.
like
We're making so much money on this stuff. I literally shove seaweed in the Lich's brew, and it's our best seller.
I mean, if your last price to Bob was 100 gold per a 55-gallon keg.
Yeah, but this is
yeah, we
new
gotta
royal.
yeah, we gotta hike that up and call it like a royal ale.
Yeah.
We gotta sell him his own brand.
All right,
Yeah.
so if you guys are gonna, I mean, I hopefully you're gonna talk about this in front of the king, because this is what's gonna happen after Cast confirms that it's his Crappa ale, because the king's got the keg, the pony keg that the girls sold Bob.
Mm-hmm.
He comes over to Cast and he says, "Goodly dwarf, is this your cider?" And you look at it and you immediately know it's your cider. It's even got it's in your keg with your fucking stamp on the keg. Like, this guy was a dumbass for trying to pass this keg off as his. So you confirm that this is yours, and the king says, um, "Bob of the slaughtered lamb, I sentence you 2 weeks hard labor building the bridge up north. You will go, and after your 2 weeks, return, and then I want you to learn how to brew better so that this doesn't happen again." And the
Better.
guards take Bob away. And then he turns to you, Cast, and he says that the city, Bellkeep, is 500 years old. Like, coming up in 1 month, they're going to have the quincentennial party. The king wants a special brew made for the shindig, and he's going to hand you this recipe. He says only a dwarf can make this, and he in his youth traveled to Dungem and Valdel and got this recipe. And he said that this Haunting Brew mead was the most delicious drink he'd ever tasted, and he wants Cast to brew it for the party.
Is he is
Can
he is
Crackle
he
enter?
is he providing the ingredients?
He does not have the ingredients. You're going to have to find them.
Can Crackle interrupt real quick and say that they will only accept this quest if he buys 6 55-gallon casks off of us to
Uh,
payment, because we're gonna need money to finance this, and right now we have liquor, and we will usually we sell it for 600 gold per 55-gallon cask, but for him we will sell it at 300 gold per 55 if he buys 6.
I can't believe you're just going to interrupt a king and be like, "I want money." So,
Well, not even that, but like barter with the dwarves issues.
The dwarf is sitting here going over this mead recipe like he's almost tuned out everyone else because he's like, corpse flour, huh?
I rolled a 23 persuasion if that helps.
yeah, so the king's going to laugh it off instead of throw you in jail for,
Okay.
yeah. So he's just going to be like, hey, that was, yeah, it's a good joke. Look, I know how much this is worth. Like, some of these ingredients are extremely difficult to get, and I know that they're expensive. I'm going to foot the bill to get this rolling, but I'll give you the rest of it when you guys deliver the mead in a month. So that's the deal. I'm going to get with Pippin and make sure that you guys get the money to get started. But yeah, the rest is on you.
How long until this we're supposed to have this ready?
30 days.
30 days. Okay, so we have 1 week to get the ingredients if we want it to actually be ready.
Do you have an ingredient card?
Yeah, I have a recipe right here. It says it takes 3 weeks of fermentation. Also, whoever
Ooh.
wrote this does not actually know how to make mead. Hope that wasn't you.
So this is actually out of Skyrim,
Okay, it's wrong.
and
It's
I changed it
It's
a
wrong.
little bit. I understand it's wrong. I made it. So I went online to find an actual mead recipe, and it's like 5 pages long.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I need to shorten it and make it game version. So I would guess that this is not accurate.
Well, also, if you boil yeast, like, what the F is the point?
Yeah.
It's dead after you boil it. Like, it's,
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
Might as well skip that step and then go into the pitch, the lavin, which that is a correct term for yeast. Sorry, I'm nitpicking. Way
Okay.
off topic.
Look, I figured that this would be right up your alley, and I think I got it. So this is your next quest. I think 4 sticks of cinnamon would probably be easy to get. 12 pounds of fireweed honey. Fireweed honey is an actual thing. Then 4 gallons of the purest corpse flower juice is going to be a little bit more difficult. And then baker's yeast and the champagne yeast, which you might be able to just find in the market.
Yeah,
So
I'm assuming that the big find item is going to be the corpse flower.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Crack will
I-
take the market stuff.
I'm suspecting the fireweed weed honey might be difficult to get to.
well, let's get back to the market and give me a luck roll.
Yars, we can do that. I'm going to roll terribly, guys.
That's just luck.
Anybody else look at that recipe and might be able to find something on it?
I rolled a 14.
Put the recipe there.
Where's the recipe?
Right here.
What do you mean find something on it?
Corpse flower?
Yeah.
Like, so. Wait, corpse flower juice?
Yeah,
Do you know what a corpse flower is?
he changed corpse flower because down here it says apple juice, so he's changed that.
Oh, where does it say apple? God damn it, it does right there. Fuck. Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah,
it's,
so-
So if we
fine.
can find the rest of the things in town, we should split up and find them, and then we can come together to find the corpse juice or flour or whatever.
corpse
Since
flower.
that's the hardest to
All we have to
find.
do is. No. Corpse flower juice. That's just you take a corpse and some flowers and you just mash them together and squeeze them until you get juice.
No,
That's a lot of corpse, because 4 gallons.
That's no. Corpse flower it's a black flower. I don't know in the D&D world if it has the same meaning.
Give me an intelligence check or a history check or an arcana check.
like that.
Anybody.
Okay, I got
Everybody.
I got a 14 on my luck roll, and
What were the options? History?
History, nature, arcana.
I'll do a history.
they're all the same for me. I got a 17.
I'm gonna do nature. You wouldn't use survival, would you?
No.
I got a 9, sir, so I doubt
You
I
want
know
to try and
anything.
roll me something?
Oh, raining.
I got a 4, so I'm gonna stick with my story that you take flowers and corpses and you juice them like OJ.
Yeah. All right, so I think Cass actually got both rolls. You got above 15 on both of them, right?
I got a 14 on my luck roll and a 17 on my arcana roll.
Okay. So for your luck roll, I'm going to get you. You can find all of the yeasts in the market today
Okay.
and the cinnamon.
Okay.
So that's the cinnamon, the yeast. Yeah. Okay. For your knowledge check, corpse flower is something that grows on the graves of necromancers.
And we need 4 gallons of corpse flower juice.
They can also grow, like, once an undead is killed and buried, if the undead was powerful enough, a corpse flower could grow on that grave too.
So we just have to find where they buried all the zombies
I was about to
And
say
the
that
guy-
there's probably a mass grave
the
of
necromancer.
zombies. Yes, that's a valid
and the
point.
necromancer. Yeah.
You're pretty smart
should
for
wait.
someone with like a -4 intelligence.
Well, I listened. That's not smarts. That's just wisdom.
All right.
Only a one
Should we wait
intelligence thing.
till dark?
I think you guys are on the right track.
Why would we wait till
Where-
dark?
Because
Why would you go to a zombie cemetery in the dark? No, I'm in.
No,
No,
I'm not
that really
in.
gets me going.
As somebody with
Why
dark
not?
vision, he's like, I got this. It's cool.
I got dark vision.
I mean,
too.
real life Rainy is not about it, but like Nora's kind of turned off by it. Let's do it.
She likes dark places.
Jesus.
This is a terrible idea, but I'm a barbarian. I don't really care.
So let me ask you, if you are going to a place with zombies, maybe, how would you equip yourselves?
Holy water.
I got
I'm
a
going
big
in
old-
naked.
I got a big old
I'm
ass.
going.
I'm gonna just chop their head off. That works, right?
I'm gonna wear all the things that I already wear.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as a holy water shotgun?
Wait, guys, maybe we should like trap one and then spread its like guts and blood on us, so like we smell like the rest of them.
Yeah, that's not.
It worked in The Walking Dead.
I don't know what that is. It's the-
Paladin, right? Like you slaughter
Yeah.
undead. Like you look at undead and they die.
Oh. Okay, cool.
yeah.
It's
Paladin.
not quite that good, but it's
Her
close
god
to that
is
good.
an undead.
Yeah.
That is true.
I don't know how that works, and I'm not sure it's true.
A paladin may create holy water by performing a special ritual. The ritual takes 1 hour to perform, uses 25 gold worth of powdered silver, and requires the caster to expend a first level spell slot.
Yeah, I'm not preparing that.
Hold on. They're mixing
Y'all wanna give me
powdered
some money?
silver
I'll
with
make it.
water, and then you're gonna drink it. That's poison.
To some.
Yeah,
Don't need
Some.
holy water.
you don't drink the holy water, you bash it onto dead things.
Amen.
Since it's got powdered silver in it, is it doubly effective against werewolves?
It just says it's
Good
radiant
question.
damage. So anything that's
You just smite them. You don't need fucking holy water.
Yeah.
I think you're might be over contemplating
No.
it.
Yeah, don't worry. The Paladin's got this.
So, I mean,
No, I am worried that the paladin has it, but I'm not worried because I'm there.
well, I was just wondering if it did damage to werewolves because, I wanted to see how it affected them all.
He's a I don't know what he
Why
is.
are we worried about werewolves? There aren't any.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There aren't any. I say as I look around worriedly. Still werewolves here.
You think
So-
if we just start singing Thriller, they'll just like start dancing?
Oh man! Instead of dancing, we get them all to pick the flowers for us.
Hey, that would be so much easier. What if we just like give them false hope and we lie to them saying like, "Oh, the king wants to hire you back." Wouldn't that work?
Just have it.
I mean, like we don't have to go and blaze a going all the time, guys.
Blades of glory.
What did you say?
I'm drunk.
Okay. All right, got it.
I can't make words.
Strike it.
Words are things.
Words are hard.
All right, so somebody else in the market give me a luck roll. That's not Cast, because Cast just did his and got most of the ingredients.
Can I? Crackle will do it. He's been hanging out with the merchant people. He probably knows where to go.
Okay.
Flat D20.
Yeah.
Doo-doo.
Wow.
His buddy's not at his stall. He rolled a 4.
You want to try and roll mine?
Randy would like to
Yeah, do it.
do a luck.
Can I just go ask the guard captain?
Not much
What are you gonna
better.
ask him?
Yeah.
Where they buried all the zombies?
Yeah, you're gonna go ask Billy Bob.
Where did you
Billy
bury all your
Bob.
people at?
Yeah, I will go
Hey.
ask Billy Bob where you guys buried the necromancer and all his little zombie minions.
I'm gonna go with him because I also would like to know.
Oh man, that's kind of like a classified information, you know.
Do
We
you
don't
know what
want us to
classified
everybody.
means?
Yeah, I know what classified means, darling. Let me tell you what classified means. It
Okay,
means
tell
I
me.
ain't
I
gotta
don't
tell
know.
you because you're a civilian. It's
Who
need
said
to
I'm
know
a civilian?
information.
Who said
You're-
that shit? I'll beat the shit out of him.
I said civilian, not simpleton.
That's what I said. Now you're making
That's
me
what
sound
I
hungry.
said.
This shit's contagious.
This is real fast.
So I would like to look at them like, look, we're on a mission for the king. We're gonna need to know where that
We're on
is
a
so that we
mission
can
for
harvest
God.
the ingredients we need. No, that's the king. He was
I
there.
had a
He
great
was
idea.
literally
Why
there.
don't
We
you
got
take
the-
us, Billy Bob? This trip
do you
will
have
make
a
us
muscle?
besties for resties.
Now you want me to go with you? I can come with you. That's fine. I'll be
Okay.
with you the whole time.
Perfect.
Not a problem. Let's head up there, okay? When are you guys ready to go? I'll be
Let's
ready
go
in
right
about
now,
5
Billy
minutes.
Bob. I'm hyped.
I'm hyped.
All right, let's meet up at the North.
North Star
Why? Why
Seapost.
don't we just leave from here? You gotta take a shit?
I gotta go get my horse.
Oh, you want me to go with you?
You can come with me. That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Billy Bob to get his horse.
All right. Everybody else, I
Are
guess
you
you guys
doing
wanna
Billy
meet up.
Bob? Is that what's going on? Are you like
Hey.
attracted by the hick voice?
Hey,
Are you jealous or
what?
something?
What?
Not at
What
all. I
happens
just
behind
want to
closed
know.
doors stays behind closed doors.
Penny is a curious person.
Behind closed doors. Please
I'll
keep
tell
it
you all the
behind
details
closed doors.
later.
No,
Oh, good.
no. All good.
All right. This is now Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
All right. Billy Bob meets you guys up at the North Gate, and everybody can roll together. Let's just put you all in this here caravan.
Having trouble dropping the accent, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hard. It's addictive.
It's my natural.
Show her the gate down, girl.
All righty. I think we can pack up Bellkeep.
What you doing with them there dice? Rolling on the river. What's it from?
What's what?
What you were just doing?
The song you were singing.
Don't believe me, but this is how he is.
You started singing it first. Oh my god! You started singing it first.
Man, that sounds really familiar.
I was seriously trying to place it. I was like, where the fuck is that from? I know that. Oh, it hurts. Oh.
How many margaritas did you let her have?
I only had 2, but that last one was straight up tequila. Like, there was barely any strawberry.
I didn't let her have any.
Look, that service was terrible. That bitch was mad I asked for a second margarita. She's like, here's your bill. And I was like, can I have another one of these?
I've been trying to rush you out. That's how you get bad tips.
Well, she didn't even like come and check on us. She like dropped our food and like ditched. Like, I don't know where the fuck she went. She just showed up with her check. And I was like, nah, I need another one. Because I need to be drunk for D&D. Play my character correctly.
And apparently sing songs and then 2 seconds later forget that you sang.
Hey, that's not drunk me. That's everyday me.
It wasn't even
I have
2 seconds.
problems.
I didn't skip a beat, man. I don't understand. Yeah.
All right, so you guys are walking down the road, bringing that caravan down the road.
I'm never gonna forget that. Where's that song from?
And up ahead comes this big fucking lumbering troll.
No.
There's a troll in the dungeon. A troll in the dungeon.
All right.
No.
I'll walk up and ask the troll what he wants.
Damn it, I was about to say, Maul, go make friends.
Send in the swordfish.
Yes, deploy the
It's so
swordfish.
nice seeing him make friends.
You want to be an alliance?
I want to be in a
Wanna be
alliance.
my friend?
GM, can I ready an action for sneak attack advantage?
You want to sneak
mean-
up from behind?
Oh, you were
Yeah.
in.
Did we actually go at night, by the way, or is it still daytime?
I think you guys are riding, and it's still daytime.
Okay.
You might get there by the time it gets dark.
Well, I mean, right.
Aha.
I meant right now.
It's daytime.
Okay.
It's about to be sunset.
Can I have an exact time, please?
It is 7:30.
Ooh.
If the sunlight hits the troll, does it turn to stone?
Nope.
That is not a real troll.
Crack.
It's a D&D troll.
Are we being ambushed here?
D&D came about because of Lord of the Rings, and the Lord of the Ring trolls do.
Are trolls,
Anyway.
Are trolls sensitive to light, or do I need to roll to know that?
They are not sensitive to light.
Okay.
Anyway, he walks up. Maul walks up, and the troll stops. And he looks at Maul, and he sniffs. And then he says, "What you do going north? This troll land."
We're gonna go to the zombie cemetery. We need some juice.
You go where dead men go?
I mean, were they dead though? Weren't they more like undead men?
Dead. Undead. No means dead. He dead. Make troll angry. They come back. Don't make sense. He stomps his feet a little bit. And then he says, "You go die, or you go kill."
Wait, what?
You go to die, or go to kill.
We just need juice.
Which is
It's true.
just want some juice.
I just want some juice.
All I wanted was the juice, just one juice.
You think if we give him a cookie, he'll calm down? He kind of sounds like a kid.
Why are you always insulting people's ability to talk? You can't even remember.
He has an intelligence of 7, so it's a -2.
Oh.
He's so I'm his rocket science right now.
Yeah. You should
Nice.
take him by the hand and tell him you're going to be best friends.
We should.
Name him
Look.
Paul.
It looks like he needs a friend.
You
Oh, what a
have
great name.
You have juice. And he points to your horses and he says, "Horse juice. Good."
Oh.
Ew.
Horseshoe's very good.
I have not tried horse juice. I think I'm gonna pass on that. I don't really want zombie corpse juice, but it's an ingredient that we need for making beer. And you know what beer is, right?
You have beer, and he moves past you and
I
starts
give him
walking.
a beverage.
Here,
Give them a beverage.
have a floof juice.
He comes stomping over, and the
Excuse me?
horses get really scared, and they start backing up.
All right, I'm gonna grab a keg and just hand it to him.
Okay. He sniffs it, and then how much did you give him?
A keg.
A keg?
Yeah, it would be like a growler.
All right, so he crushes the keg in his hand and then opens his mouth underneath the crush and just drinks all of it. And then
Motherfucker shotgun the keg.
he wipes his arm across his lips and he says, "That's fucking delicious."
It's fucking delicious. Damn right, bro.
So, like I was saying, we need juice from the zombie corpse place to make more of that.
Mm,
And
You-
yes, if we run into any zombies, we're gonna kill them.
I want more beer now. And he's going to walk over closer to where the kegs are on top of the caravan.
Can I release my held action for my sneak attack advantage?
Before you do that, why don't you give him a price?
Because he's a troll, he doesn't have money. I don't want anything a troll has.
But he might have
That's as
gems.
bad as Rainy. You judge the way he talks. You judge because he doesn't have money.
Yeah, that's all I
I
care.
will say the first one is free, but the kegs after that are going to cost you.
That keg was worth 100 gold by itself.
The troll is going to grab a keg off the top of the caravan.
I release my sneak attack and stab him with a dagger.
Jesus Christ.
He's going after my wares, man.
That costs money, bitch.
I know.
Nora just continues to keep sneaking, like,
All right, sneak
Pints off the
attack
back.
damage is 10.
You got to roll to hit, right?
Yeah, I'll roll a hit.
He's like, yeah.
My roll to hit with a dagger is 24.
All right.
So damage for one dagger is 7. And then you want me to roll sneak attack?
Yeah, however your sneak attack damage works. Isn't it just times 3? No, it's not like
No.
that anymore.
Plus 11.
Okay.
So 18 damage total.
18 sneak attack damage to the troll.
Yep. And then
Hey, just FYI, metagame. Do you have any idea what the challenge rating of a troll is?
no.
Okay, cool. This is going to be fun. All right. So you did 18 damage to a troll.
And I tell him to back off.
Oh, yeah? You're going to say back off in your bird voice?
you're the one that started it.
He tried to take beer from my truck.
From
I
your
just-
truck. I'm pretty sure that's Cass's
A
truck.
couple of steps back
I
and
remember.
watch the show that's about to unfold.
All right, Nora, you know this thing is evil. Like, you have that read on him.
Okay.
Okay, so he is chaotic evil, and he is going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and he is so big that he's used to getting away with it. Just letting you know how this is going to happen, because this is about to be combat for everybody. There's
Alright.
I'm not trying to bat my.
I prepare for that. Where
Okay.
am I?
Yeah.
Am I my horse? Where's my horse?
Yeah, let me get you a horse.
I don't know why, having reviewed our previous sessions, Penny, that you bother with the horse, because you always only stay in one spot.
Yeah, on the horse. This way I can get away faster if I need to. It's very handy, actually. Makes me feel safe.
Whoop.
Like a blankie.
Cass,
So
take
you
the
think-
cart and run.
You think riding Hold up. You think that riding around on what the troll just referred to as fast food is the safe thing to do?
I mean, I'm still quite far from the troll, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're far enough away. He's not. I mean, he's got a 10-foot reach, so he can grab you.
Like, I'm just gonna throw out this one metagame thing. You guys do not want me driving that cart.
Ripley's going to be driving the cart.
Okay, that's completely
Okay.
acceptable.
We're going to have the NPC drive the cart.
Oh, he should get out of there. I tell him to go.
I will ride on the cart.
Okay. And then Nora, are you in the cart or are you on foot?
Nah, I'm on foot.
Okay.
She's riding on the back like a fire truck.
No, I can walk, damn it. I'm just like, yo guys, shit's about to go down. And I like make sure my axe is ready.
Okay. So this will come as no surprise
No,
that
that's
we're
what I
going to
meant, my
do.
Warhammer.
Initiatives.
Yeah, we're going to do initiatives.
I cannot roll
Crack.
for shit. I got a 5. I will.
Crackles. Sorry.
I will do everyone's
14.
stuff.
Oh, thank you. That'd be great.
Let me know when you're
13.
ready.
It's 13 for Penny.
Yeah.
132.
Crackle is at
I
a
got
12 and Rainy's at 14.
21.
The troll got a 19.
Ooh.
Troll in the dungeon. Troll in the dungeon.
Is that everybody? What about Ripley?
Oh, yeah, let me do Ripley. $15.
All right, now let me get them in order.
Are we there, Yeti? Are we there, Yeti?
Very appropriate for this.
And good old Crackle done 18 damage to my boy. Oh, boy.
That means he's got 250 life left.
Now, I can tell you. I don't want to ruin it. I think as soon as I tell you how much hit points he's got, like, it doesn't become... It's not like the same game anymore.
Yeah, I know.
You're just trying to, like, count down and do
That's-
as much damage as you can.
That's why in Edge, I always discourage you guys from like counting up numbers and trying to figure out shit like that. Plus, I play with the numbers a lot.
It's also a troll, so good
Yeah.
luck killing it.
He has
Yeah.
regeneration.
Doesn't
So-
doesn't fire stop him from regenerating?
That's true.
It does. But I don't know
Well,
if you knew that.
good story. Well, I I have a lot of arcane knowledge, so I might know that.
Good.
I have
was gonna
unlimited
tell you
fire bolts.
Yeah, I have like 4 spells that do fire damage and
Yeah.
flamethrower.
We're good.
Yeah, as long as he's on fire, he cannot heal. Which means once he's dead, you burn him and he's gone.
We can do that.
But that said, he can probably one-shot the Kinku.
Oh, I'm sure. I only have 24 HP.
Can you...
You can
Only
There was a knock at the door, Jenny.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have
Maul,
64 HP.
Maul, it's your turn
Yep.
first.
Oh, I have 38 now. Sorry.
I'm gonna step up here. I'm gonna enrage, and I'm gonna start slashing the ever-loving fuck out of this piece of shit who is now not like he's not even friendly anymore.
It wasn't
I'll
friendly
be
to begin with. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll be attacking recklessly.
Okay.
Let's see. First attack. 19 plus my modifier, which is 7.
hits.
26. Okay. I'm gonna do it from D&D Beyond. It's
That's
just
way
easier.
Yep.
Yeah, I do all my skill checks from that because I don't know what goes into them.
Brainies and I are dual screening it.
9 damage on the first attack.
How much?
9 on the first one.
9. Okay.
Gotta get those numbers up, man.
My second one is a. I don't know. Hold on. Why did it do that? My second one was at 18.
18 to hit or 18 damage?
18 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
That one is 9 damage. And my other one is a 26 to hit. No, 25 to hit.
That hits.
So that hits. For 9 damage. Why is it coming up 9 every time?
I don't know. That's pretty fucking sweet.
Mm, It's not. It's average.
Oh.
It's better than what I get.
And that's it.
Okay. So, Crackle, where did you attack from?
Probably at the top of the wagon here. Like, I assume we have our cast up on a platform on top of here, and
Yeah.
because that's where I like to sit.
Cool.
Stabbing out from behind a keg.
Yeah, I was napping there, man. I saw a troll hand coming.
All right. So he is going to, on his turn, slash down at Crackle. He gets 3 attacks. So his first attack. Let me use Ghostly's dice here. What's your AC, Crackle?
16.
All right. So he rolled a 10, but he's got +7 to hit. He's going to hit you with his claws. 2d6. Uno. Dos. 8 damage.
Okay.
That was his first attack. He's going to claw you again. $21 to hit you.
Yep.
And he does 7 damage.
He's got one more attack.
Yeah, I'm just going to have him punch you twice.
Okay, can I have the 8 damage with cunning action?
Yes.
It says once per turn as a bonus action, I can have damage from one attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know if I had to do it per that damage or.
Well, you have one of them, not the whole thing. So since it was 2 attacks, what was the first one for 7?
First
For
one
the
was
last-
for first one was for 8, which I'm having to 4, and the second one was for 7.
Okay. All right, cool.
11 damage total.
Ripley's turn. So Ripley's going to move the entire cart. He's going to drive the horses away from the troll.
That's gonna provoke attacks of opportunity from the troll.
Well, he just attacked. Can he? Oh yeah.
For the whole cart? For the whole cart to move?
I mean, he could attack the cart. He could attack anyone in the cart that moved with the cart.
All right, we're going to do it this way. He grabs Crackle with his third attack as the cart rolls away. That was pretty unfair. I can't do that. Hold on.
No, he wants chicken wings with his beer.
Right.
Totally agree with you grabbing him. That motherfucking bird.
I'm trying to protect our assets here.
We're
Yeah.
way over gold. We're gonna die because someone didn't want not even gold, just beer that is gonna be gold eventually.
It's golden color.
I suspect the GM was going to make us fight him anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh-huh.
Penny's turn.
I'll never know. I was
Well,
making
you-
friends.
You wanted to fight him too.
You threw a dog down a well.
And you're yelling at me for protecting our beer.
I saved that dog and that child. I am a hero of the town.
I
Not my fault.
disagree
They're a bunch of
wholeheartedly.
ignorant dumbasses. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't hand a baby to a random stranger.
He was a knight. I am the most noble human in this group. Most noble being in this group.
I saved a child from a well.
You threw a dog in the well first.
You're a
Hey,
fucking
I saved
pirate.
many a soul.
I saved
You're
my
I
Lord and
saved
Savior,
that
Davy
baby not
Jones.
only for Rainey sacrificing that baby to her god, but
Hey, I never
saved it.
said it out loud.
I also saved it from a life of alcoholism that it would have become if it had drinking all
It wa-
the beverages.
It was hot
Mhm.
chocolate, and you're a
Is it a
pirate.
Dunkin'?
I'm a good pirate.
It's up. You're a
There's no such
pirate.
thing. There's no such thing.
You lie like a stick.
I've been
A good
pirating
pirate
with
would
you.
have sold
You're
that
not.
kid to
You're
a
not a
ship.
good pirate. If you see a sloop that you can attack, you will.
That's a great pirate. It's just not a very good person.
Good.
How many ships did we sink last night?
That was fun.
I thought
Matt,
you-
no. Matt did it all by himself, to be fair.
Hey, that's not entirely true. Matt did a lot of the work. Yes.
Matt, like, one-manned a freaking fort.
All right, Penny, what are you going to do?
With what? Oh,
It's your
I have to
turn.
shoot this thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, shoot it.
Shoot it, Elizabeth. Shoot it.
Shoot him. Oh god. Hate the controls. on this. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh, you hit.
Oh, I only did 8 damage. But I
Eight.
get to hit it twice.
Yeah, you have 2 attacks per round now.
That is a 21 to hit.
You hit.
That is a 10 damage, which still isn't great, but you know, the dice don't like me tonight.
You guys are putting out some 18s.
Penny, you're a paladin too. Who's your god?
I am not a paladin, I'm a ranger.
Oh, I didn't know they got double strike at 5th level.
It's not double strike.
It's the second attack. Yeah. Crackle, it's your turn.
Let's see here. I'm going to 30 feet movement opposite direction of him. You say that's about 30 feet.
Sure.
And then I would like to. Does steady aim work when you for fireball as well? So I think it just says as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on the next attack roll. So yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action steady aim, and then cast cantrip fireball at the troll. Firebolt. Sorry.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 to hit.
That hits.
14 damage.
Well done. Now, you said that's firebolt. That's fire damage, right?
Correct.
Now, does that do like lasting fire damage? Or how does that work?
It does not set him on fire now.
No. But if we poured beer on top of them, but I don't want to do that.
That's okay. If it's fire damage, the troll doesn't regenerate at the start of the next turn. Okay.
It
So
says
you've
that
already
flame-
stopped.
Sorry, go ahead.
You've already stopped the regeneration process on this troll.
Okay.
Nora.
I'm gonna go up and hit it in the face with my hammer.
There you go. Are you going to smite it?
Nope. You're gonna use your Warhammer of defending.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my warhammer.
Are you two-handing or one-handing?
Two-handed.
She rolls a 22 to hit
22.
That's a smackadoo.
and
No damage.
two-handed.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, just give him a little taste. A little kiss upon the cheek.
Can you like add damage to your attacks?
I get double
Yeah,
hit
she can
now.
do another attack as well
Cool.
at level 5. That's why I was asking if Ginny was a paladin.
All right, sorry. How much damage the first time?
7.
7 was the first. Second attack is going to be a
17
to hit
That hits.
for an additional
7 damage.
Holy moly.
Too.
And then her weapon says something weird on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not smiting.
Yeah, so when you smite, all you do is say on this, like when you hit, you can say, I'm going to smite with this one, and you use up one of your spell slots, and you add, I think it's 2d8 per 2d8 for the first one, and 1d8 per additional spell level. And then if it's a fiend, an undead, or something else, maybe it's just fiend and undead, it takes additional 1d8 damage every time you hit with one of those.
I don't think she has.
She has smite. She's a paladin.
I would send her in her features then. Look, I don't know a paladin.
Oh, there it is.
I
Divine
can't.
smite.
I can't help her
Got
if
it.
I don't know it.
Right there.
That's fine. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, so I'll have to wait till next turn to do
Yeah.
that.
But you use the spell slot. You could use the spell slots for other things too.
Yeah.
All right. That should be her turn.
Yerp.
All right, Jam.
I'm
I want to tell you narratively what I want to do, and then I want you to tell me if I can do it and what checks I need to do it. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So I'm assuming all this happens at the same moment in the turn, right?
Same, like roughly 6 seconds. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm on the
Okay.
cart as it's starting to take off, and this thing has grabbed Crackle, and I'm assuming it opened its big mouth to try to eat Crackle at that moment.
Okay.
I have in my hand this amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to throw it into the troll's mouth, and as he swallows it, I'd like to summon Bosco.
Jesus.
It's the amethyst is the homunculus servant. He forms around it as when I summon him. He's a small creature.
You're just
Okay.
gonna blow him up
I'm
from the
trying,
inside.
that's what I want to do. I want him to blow up from the inside. I don't
Some
know if the
fucked
GM's
up shit.
I don't know if the GM's gonna allow it to happen.
God damn. What a way to go.
I think you'd be better off using your crazy wand rod rune things.
If I can't do it that way, I will do that. But I thought it would be really cool. All right. Well, he's already had fire damage, so I should just go for max DPS then. And max DPS is, well, does he take extra damage to fire, or just stops his regen?
It stops his regeneration.
Okay. I'll use my Devrish this round. I need to save my longer range weapon for as we get further away. And I rolled a natural 1. It's a 10 total.
Oof. Yeah, it's a miss.
Should have gone with the amethyst. I should have stuck to my guns.
All right, so you throw this amethyst into its mouth.
Oh, but I didn't. I threw the Devrish. I just should have.
My problem with that is that what stops you from doing that to like everybody and just blowing people's heads up?
Nothing.
Yeah. So
I understand
That is why GMs have to do that.
I understand that dilemma very well.
Yeah, I hate that dilemma.
Except for the fact that I wouldn't do it every time.
I know that, and it is the rule of cool. And I should let you do it just because the guy is 1 hit point away from being dead anyway. And I was really hoping you would just blast him with this dervish. But that's why I was saying, you want to, we can just make it so that you throw that fucking amethyst into his mouth and pop his little head.
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to do in the first place.
All right, we'll do it that way. I didn't realize that you'd miss with the dervish. I thought that you'd actually hit and then
Well.
just blast this guy.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice, but you know I roll like shit, right?
Yeah, well, now, let's go. So, yes, this amethyst goes into its mouth, and then you summon the homunculus around the amethyst, right?
Yes, and it just forms around it.
So it just slowly suffocates this guy into his neck until it pushes his neck out until it pops his neck off.
Yeah, pops his little head off.
Yeah.
And when it
There's
does
a
when it does
homunculus.
appear,
Oh.
when it does appear, if the head comes off, I point to the head and say, "Bring me trophy."
So now there's a homunculus piloting a headless troll.
Yes.
It's like a mech warrior.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
really
man.
great if it just magically grafted itself to the troll now. Because the troll would have healing. Because he hasn't taken fire damage this round, has he?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
No,
That was the end of the round. You guys killed him in one round.
I summoned the Bosco with my troll. That head's getting fermented.
Gross.
All right, you now have a troll head.
And troll
dome.
body. I'm gonna check him for loot.
All right.
Cracker went AFK, but he's back, and he would also like to check for loot. Shiny rounds, bones, ancestral things. Dinky ogre cheese.
You're probably gonna find the ogre cheese. We like to call it grundle butter.
Ooh,
Ew. God damn.
Oh,
is it nutty?
See, he could have bought one of those
Put it on a
kegs.
cracker.
Is it nutty?
You can
Y'all
put it on a cracker.
nasty.
Yeah, he had 100 gold pieces. He totally could have bought one of those kegs. And
He
then
was not going to.
And then he would have passed out.
No, he had 100 gold pieces. He paid for that keg with his life.
So you got 100 gold as tip.
Woohoo! So, can I ask an economic question? Is gold really high, or is it like a $10 bill? Like, how would you put it in USD values?
Yeah, around here it's probably one gold piece is probably a $10 bill,
Okay,
and then a platinum is a
is
$100 bill.
Okay.
Most people though, they don't get paid that much in like a month.
Right.
It's a commoner an entire year.
What?
2 gold will last a commoner an entire year.
Yeah, if they play their cards right. They want to live frugally. If they want to live like really nice, 2 gold's not going to last them very long.
That's not a commoner.
Well, I know, but like I'm saying, if a commoner came across like a bag of 100 gold, he could either live out the rest of his life really frugally, or he could blow it all and only last like a month and a half. All right, you got this head and the body and 100 gold, and I figure you guys are gonna pack up. That guard was useless. Billy Bob didn't do shit.
He didn't even roll initiative.
He didn't even roll initiative.
He probably is really impressed with me now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Billy Bob's a commoner, right?
No, he's a city guard. City captain guard.
Yeah, he tells commoners what to do.
Yeah, he's legit.
So he's considered hero status then?
Does Billy Bob have a mustache?
I hope so.
He does. Billy Bob does have a mustache behind that, whatever that thing on his face is.
Herps.
You just say
He's got a face guard.
That's what I call my herps.
I don't
Does
want
it
to know
guard your
what you
face?
call your
Yes,
herb.
it does.
That's fair. That's fair. The herb will guard your face.
No one wants to kiss a facey herp. Herp first.
Where's
Yay,
my-
internet. The things my grandchildren will be able to find online.
Grandchildren. Your
He's thinking
kid-
ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm worried about what my kid can find now.
Do. All right, I'm gonna change the map. Nobody look at it. Nobody look at it.
Ooh.
Oh, look at it.
Ah. Is that a fort? Ooh. Man, you always got all the cool maps.
Are we done loading the map in yet?
Good.
We
All
all
right.
need friends like Robbie.
What?
Said we all need friends like Robbie.
Yeah.
Oh, my platinum disappeared.
Oh, your platinum disappeared. Oh, noes.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It just says platinum 1, 2, and 3, but maybe it's just the stacks.
Yeah, it's the stack.
It is. So each of those 1, 2, and 3s are stacks.
Right.
Sorry, I'm making sure that everybody's got fog of war reveal on.
Well, obviously not, because I can't see the cart anymore. Can the cart
Card.
have fog of war reveal? Check me. Does my Immaculate Servant get fog of war reveal?
That's a good question. Only for you.
Oh, that's custom settings. You can make it do that.
Yeah. There we go. Now you can see this stuff, right?
Yep, I sure can.
Who else are we missing?
Are we all? Do we want all of the tokens set to only reveal for their individual?
Nah.
Oh, good, because I never do that in the OE because it is incredible.
That's a pain in the dick.
Yeah, it's a major pain.
Do you pull everybody else out?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm still opening the cart. We got Floofs, Charlie, and Gore too.
Yeah, they're gonna stay in the cart, right? Right?
Charlie will.
Yup.
Jen, you want Floof in there?
In where?
In the cart for safekeeping.
No, Floof stays with me on my horse. He rides on the butt of my horse.
I give Charlie a troll bone to chew on.
Here's the problem. You come to a huge, like, cliff rock face. And the path dwindles down, and Billy Bob goes, "This here's a hilltop. We got to go up this winding path that goes all the way up to the top of the mountain. Hill, whatever.
How tall is the mountain?
About 120 feet in certain places, 130 feet at the tip.
The tip.
Here's the tip.
Just the tip.
Tips over here. Before we start this, does anybody want to take like 5-10 minutes? Take a break. I gotta put some like Aura gel on.
Yeah, we can. We'll just be AFK at the computers. We can.
All right, give me 5 minutes.
Aight. Does anyone want to feather fall with me off this mountaintop?
Why?
Because I'm a Kenku who can't fly, and he has a chance to go off and feel like he's flying.
Don't you have to get up there first?
What was that?
You have to get up there first, right?
Right, yeah. But with Featherfall, I can choose up to 5 creatures, and our fall rate goes down to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, no falling damage can land. He said it's 120 feet, that's 2 rounds. I have a minute, so I can do up to 10 rounds. So we can fall 600 feet safely. Does that sound correct?
It doesn't sound correct, but I think it is correct. If you're falling slower, then you wouldn't fall at 10 feet per second or per round. But based on the way it's worded, it's probably correct.
I'm sure there's a formula to figure out what your actual fall rate is based off your character and the carrying capacity. Because it says your creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet, so that means it could be higher in some scenarios.
Gotcha.
At least that's how it sounds to me.
I see a
But-
random piece of architecture here in the middle. Does everyone else see that?
I do not. I see a gap between the veil, but I don't see any architecture. I see map gap. It's like looking at the knees. No object found in zone.
Yeah. One world. It can do amazing things, but it doesn't store your fog of war. I've seen a couple interesting ways of getting around that. Like, one of the GMs that uses Tabletop Simulator that I watch actually creates a 3D object that he puts over all of his boards that is, you can't see through it. And then when he spawns a new map and it has that over top of it, he lays his fog of war down and then he deletes that object. But that's just too much effort. I just let my players see it, and I'm like, look, separate what you know from what your players knows, and then I watch them struggle with their inner demons.
Yeah.
Because of people like that.
There's a weather fog effect that I use often that you can just turn on and off, and that works out well sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I did that by accident on a couple maps. I put down this fog effect. I'm like, it looks really cool, and the player's like, we can't see anything.
Yeah, can't see anything. Oh, let me turn it off, and then it takes 5 minutes to find where you are because you either put them really small or you hide them around other things.
Yep. I've also found that like the rain effect can cause Sin or Maul's latency to spike, which can create all sorts of issues. It depends. Like when Maul's home, he has no issues whatsoever for tabletop that I can tell. But when he's traveling and he's on hotel interwebs, like I guarantee you, I could pull out the VX my visual effects folder and just start dumping things on the table and cause them to disconnect.
I've found a solution. It's not perfect, but it is helping, and that's that I connect my phone and the hotel internet.
Yes, You're still a robot though, and your ping is. It's not
Yeah.
it's not terrible, but it's high.
Yep.
Still not as bad as a problem Sin's having. Definitely going to try to get him to start early tomorrow so we can try to troubleshoot. But that may just be a side effect of him, being on the other side of the world using a VPN.
Yep.
Where does he live?
Italy.
Oh.
He works for the army, I think.
It's City of Townsville.
No, we have music.
Thought we were gonna get a stripper for a second.
No.
I really hope that's all royalty-free stuff.
I don't know, because it's part of the MP3 player.
Oh,
Anyway.
baby.
Oh, yeah. All right. I think we're going to continue with the initiative that we've got just for movement and stuff right now. So, Maul, this is cliff face right here. And the path goes up this way.
Is the
How
cart
steep
is the
how
cart
steep is
able
the
to go
cliff?
up here?
So no, it's the cart could not go up this path. So the straight vertical here is like super jagged, and it's been raining, so it's wet. It's a nasty fucking path to go. But every one of these ledges is here. This is 10 feet. This is 20 feet. I got 30 feet here. Oh, I don't know if you can see all that.
All right, you said you can cast Featherfall,
Yes.
and how long does it last?
1 minute.
1 minute. I mean, if you cast it on me and I take a rope, I can see how far I get before I fall.
Unfortunately, it's a reaction for me.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if we just, that's why I was like, do you guys want to jump when we get to the top?
What's your climb skill like?
Of my acrobatics was
Climbing is athletics.
athletics.
Yep.
My athletics is a +1.
I have rope and pitons and climbing stuff in my gear.
Oh yeah, I got rope and stuff too.
Yeah,
I think
but
we all do. But we have.
You have a gun, right?
I do. I also have throwing objects of various different kinds.
Can we make a grapple hook?
I think I actually might have a grapple hook.
It's a question for the GM. Actually, I think I do too.
Yeah,
So
you might already have one.
Jam the grapple hook in the gun and fire it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, blow the gun up.
I did not bring a grapple hook. I have I brought pitons, which I thought was a really interesting thing to have.
Yeah, I got rope, but I don't have. I did not get a grapple. I got a crowbar. We can bend to it. Oh, I got a piton too. All right.
What's the plan?
I mean, they're on the right track of what I wanted to do, but I'm the last to go. I wanted to take this rope, throw it up there, and create like rope ladder style things up to the top with the pitons. That was my thinking, but I'm not talented enough to do it on my own, and
Yeah.
it's not my turn.
I can try it.
I'll
I have.
I'll lend an assist to anybody by backing them with Featherfall if you want to grant advantage for the rolls. I mean, that might help.
So, all right, who's gonna climb up? Maul's gonna climb up.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
climb
you'd
up.
have the best chance.
I'll provide him with rope and pitons to
Why
plant.
don't we send the Yetis up?
Oh, that's a good point. They gotta climb really good.
No,
But they climb really good.
they're little.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're the same size as me, just for the record.
Get far. Unless I have advantage.
Well,
Ghost,
that's
you're
what I
muted.
was asking. If I have Featherfall as a reaction for Maul, you would technically have advantage and be safe because it would be a help action.
You're
All
still
right.
muted.
But
Okay,
that's up to the
what are
DM.
we climbing? Because I was dealing with your show.
We are climbing this mountain top here, hilltop.
We can take a seemingly safe path up the mountaintop, or we can risk our lives and climb up the top.
Oh, yeah. I would be willing to bet the pirate has better acrobatics than everyone else.
I would be willing to bet that as well, but do I want to climb
Climbing
up
is
there?
athletics.
Why am I the only one climbing? What do we like?
We were
So you guys are here at the hilltop because this is where some necromancer was buried long
You guys
ago.
want me to go collect the juice by myself?
we need somebody to climb up there first, secure rope so we can all climb up and afterward.
Ah,
Yeah,
Very
I have like
fast way.
specialized climbing gear. We could basically make a rope ladder. I even
Oh.
have pitons to anchor it.
okay, yeah,
Usually trying to climb it.
I can totally climb up the mountain for you guys. That's cool.
And
It's
You need
athletics, and
dexterity?
acrobatics.
It's
No,
athletic.
how about Maul and Penelope both climb? I'll support them both with Featherfall if they fall. And then that way at least we can, if somebody
I've heard
falls, we didn't waste a whole few rounds getting up 120 feet.
it's athletics.
It's athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, then I wouldn't be the best to do this. And I revoke volunteering.
Let me check Rainey's. Athletics. Rainey's got a +6, so she'll go up with Maul.
I'll go up.
Yeah, I have a +7. Together we should make it.
Let's do this.
All right.
And then me on Featherfall.
Is she wearing plate armor? Or heavy armor?
I think she's got plates, so she would be at disadvantage.
Maybe she should be out.
Yeah, she's got 18 armor class, so she's got to have something heavy.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Chainmail and a shield.
Does it say that it gives you a disadvantage on stealth and or something else?
No, I thought only plate mail gave disadvantage.
I mean,
on
she
stealth.
can always like strip down, take her shit off, and put it in my infinite bag of holding that weighs
All right,
like
I'll
nothing.
do that. So I'll just get naked and then fucking climb up.
Okay. Taking off your Yeti suit, taking off your chainmail,
Yeah, I guess.
taking off your hand axe, taking off your shield.
Yep, just take it off.
Do you want to keep your warhammer just in case?
Yeah, we'll keep my warhammer just in
Okay.
case. It can
Rainey
only
is
be
stripped
so
to her
heavy.
underwear. Everybody look in awe.
That's right. Y'all getting it for free. It's y'all's lucky day.
Her armor class.
I've
is
already
now
seen
11.
it, but thank you for letting me see it again.
Cast isn't
Oh,
very
you're
impressed.
welcome.
There isn't nearly enough body hair.
Gotta love them dwarfs.
I actually
Sorry. I'm a very
So-
bold breed.
You actually what now?
I agree with the dwarf.
All right.
So, do you see my line here, my draw?
No. Oh, yeah.
I figure this is the kind of path that you're climbing up.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your athletics check.
Athletic. No, not athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
27. I crit.
Rainey got a 23.
23.
So
I thought it was
Maul
about
and
to be a
Nora.
nat 1.
You get to about here on this ledge. You guys are taking a little break, and you can hear some shuffling above you on the ledge, like 20 feet up above where you are. You guys have gotten the ropes to this point.
So 20 feet up, we hear some shuffling.
Yes.
You should probably put on some armor.
Nah, I got this.
I know you don't.
I don't think that's.
Well, what am I supposed to do? She has my armor.
I have it. What is she gonna do?
Well, you gotta shimmy your ass up here, girl. I need it.
Shimmy my ass.
Unless you want to say you have your shield strapped to your back.
Just climb down and get your armor.
Yeah, we got the rope to the first level.
Just fucking climbed up here, man.
I mean, I guess I could climb up the rope.
What she gonna change on the rope?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the zombie.
Yeah.
There are excellent points being made all around.
I'm just gonna go kill the zombie.
How about Cass and Crackle work their way up and build the ladder as they go up that way? Whistle and Pete and Penny can make it up.
Sure, that's a great idea. That's suited to our skill sets.
Yeah, so you and I will combine efforts to make the ladder while Maul fights. Nora will protect the rope.
What roles do you want, GM?
He is putting
Origel.
Orgo on his.
So on top of the fact that his kidneys are killing him, he's also having tooth problems again?
Yep.
God damn.
I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart.
Because someone doesn't take care of himself.
Oh my god, I've heard this so many times.
Well, maybe y'all should start listening to y'all's wives.
You still have that
Hold on,
redneck
hold on.
accent, by the way.
If we got this far in life without doing that, why would we start now?
So you don't leave your family all alone.
Don't tell her I said that. She might kill me and then tell me if I'd listened, she wouldn't have had to kill me.
You would deserve that if she said that to you.
I wouldn't deserve anything. I'd be dead.
You would deserve being dead, obviously.
All right, so I just go up here and I pull the zombie's head off and toss him down.
All right, DC of 4. Go ahead and roll.
Nah, give me your D20 climb.
Even though I quit on the last one,
Thought you were gonna get away with that, didn't you?
even though I crit on the last one.
Yeah, I thought they already climbed up and they're at the platform.
No, they're on this ledge.
Okay, so
That's
they
how
got
she can stop.
Gotcha.
I did the opposite of a crit.
Nice.
Is that in that one?
Yep.
Ooh.
Unless I have advantage because I'm getting help.
That's what I was trying to figure out because I do have Featherfall on you guys, but I don't think that would help the situation.
Doesn't help you climb up.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
help you fall down.
So I don't need to use a spell slot until they fall because it's a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. I was hoping that'd give into their help action because I was spotting them from falling.
All right, so you failed your climb check.
Yep.
All right. Like critically failed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
But I critically succeeded the last one.
That's true. I'm going to make it so that you just stay on the sledge and you're like, maybe I should wait for help. So, Penelope, give me your climb check.
I know it's Cass and Crackle are gonna go up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna turn the rope into a rope ladder on the way up.
All right.
We're gonna work on that so that way
I
Penelope
thought
can carry all
she
the
needed
gear.
her armor.
Yeah,
She-
that's what I thought too.
She needs to
She'll
come
be
back
okay.
down. She needs to come back down and get it. She can't change on the ladder.
Oh yeah,
It's a ledge up there.
Yeah, but she's still 20 feet away from whatever this thing is. So
Yeah.
she's still safe for the time being. So you and I will be able to get the ladder made for Penelope to get up there and get her armored to Nora.
Yep, good deal. What kind of check you want?
I guess.
Survival?
Yeah,
If you're
survival.
tying ropes.
Yeah, I can do survival if you want.
Yeah, survival's good for me.
Okay.
Not when I roll a 2. Total of 6.
16.
All right. So you guys are tying this ladder rope together, and Cast, you're out maneuvering Crackle, and you're getting kind of frustrated with him as his little bird arms just don't tie knots the same way yours do. And you kind of get stuck and hung up on one of the ledges, and
Boys,
Crackle below
stop
you.
pecking at the rope.
I'm sorry if I could use sleight of hand or performance.
Look, you're not rope dancing like pole dancing.
I know.
He's just humping your head.
All right, Cass gets up on the same ledge as Maul and Nora.
Okay, now hypothetically, it should be really easy for everyone to get up and down now.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I threw that in there. I know what it's like. Someone's gonna roll a 1, and then everyone's gonna die.
Yep.
gonna be
So
me.
Penelope, you want to roll now?
No, I don't. I'm scared. Oh, that's good. Athletics.
Yeah.
That is a 23.
Yeah, you make it all the way up.
With the armor, everything.
Yeah, you give Nora the armor.
Okay, so Nora gets equipped. Is there going to be any more climbing? I think there is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 more feet, and it takes 10 minutes to put on that armor.
For chainmail?
All right.
Heavy
fine.
armor.
Yeah,
Just throw it back
it's
on
not
and
full
then I'll
plate.
figure it out.
Then she's just going to put on her shield on her back, which will give her a +2 defense. And then she can do chainmail when we get to the top. She's got her shield.
All right. I got to roll for Ripley and Billy Bob. Somebody want to roll for Billy Bob?
Bob? I
33.
rolled. Yours is way better than mine, so I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Mine
33.
yeah, mine was totally faked. There's no way to get a 33 for a commoner or even a guard.
All right, Billy Bob's going to walk this way, and he's going to be like, what's down here? Walks
he's
off
dead.
into the dark.
Ah,
He's
All right.
gonna die. Oh, good riddance.
I guess
Why
Ripley's
is
going
going?
that way, too.
Oh, great. Oh, Ripley will probably survive.
what about the homunculus?
He's
Should we send
immortal.
him
Of
with
course
him?
he will.
That's
You know what?
Archon.
I'll direct the homunculus. I'll tell Bosco to stay with Ripley.
okay.
They beat us to the top by like 15 minutes.
Right. They're just going to go the safe way.
It was the fire trail all along.
They're going
Well,
the
right.
NPC way.
Well, I have an idea if things go terribly of if they do get up there first, how we can handle this, but hopefully that won't happen.
All right. Maul, you want to make another check?
Sure. $27.
You make it. Was that another crit?
No.
Because your first one was a crit and it was a 27.
I'm sorry, 26.
I see.
Added the wrong modifier. It was a 19 now. All right, so I'm up there,
Yeah.
and there's zombies here.
Yeah.
Can I stab them?
Can you stab a zombie? Yeah.
Well, I mean punch them. Can I punch them?
Oh, you want to punch the zombie?
Yeah, and I punch the zombies.
Okay.
Does
Roll the hit.
Does an 11 hit?
It does.
8 damage.
Oh, you're supposed to give me. Sorry, give me a Constitution saving throw first. My bad.
They smell bad.
They do.
This one. Got a 19.
Okay, you passed it.
Yeah, I've smelled worse. Punch up again. Does a 26 hit?
Yeah, it hits both.
8 damage.
8 damage.
And then I'll bonus action attack him. 13.
That hits.
9 damage. That's it. Is he dead yet?
What was your first attack damage?
8, 8, and 9.
Yeah, he's dead.
Do you have to do the thing where he rolls a con, and if he gets better than something, he doesn't actually die?
Yep.
Sweet. Good thing we have a paladin.
Oh, I guess I make that roll right now.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna make it with your dice. He failed it.
So he died.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
This one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I love that roll.
It's the zombie's turn, and he's gonna come at you. What's your AC?
That is 17.
You're
And
not
I did
moving.
not. No reckless attack that time.
He missed you. Rolled a 5. You hear moaning coming from all around you guys.
I think there's a lot of zombies in here.
When Mom went over.
We should
Ripley
get the
walked
guard
up.
captain in the back of his gun.
Well, you'd say that Ripley and Billy Bob get up here, and you hear a gunshot off in the distance. And then Penny's turn.
Are guns a thing?
Yeah.
I've got a shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about. I know what world we're in. I have no idea what I'm talking about. What am I doing? What? Working.
Drinking.
Working.
I'm
Drinking.
not. I'm not drinking.
We can be. I've got plenty of booze.
We're
Both.
still climbing.
Yeah, we're still climbing and fighting zombies.
So,
But we can't see the zombies, right? Yeah, we just hear them.
Penny, where you are, you have to climb 20 more feet to get to the zombies.
That's just I'm the math confused. But we
It's a
still can't.
terrestrial.
We still can't see the zombies, but we know they're up there.
Correct. Our ledge would not give us view of the zombies for attack with long range.
Are they higher than me? Like Maul
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
They're 20 feet above us.
can Maul see the zombies?
Yes.
I killed one.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna climb up to Maul. So a climb check. That's 14. Is that gonna be good enough?
Make it with advantage. Take another roll because Maul has a rope.
That's much better. That is a 23.
So you feel this light tug on the rope or wrapped around your waist, Maul, and Penny comes up behind you. Penny, you see a zombie that's been devastated and is dead. And then another zombie is attacking Maul and missing.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one attacking Maul if I can.
Give it to me. Roll to hit.
Uh, 25.
That hits.
I'm sure it does. I never have a problem hitting. 11.
11 damage to it.
But since I climbed up, I can't hit it again, right?
Don't you have an extra attack at level 5?
Yeah, she gets a second attack.
Yeah,
Even
still
though I
get
climbed
second
up?
attack. Yeah, that's climbing is a move action. You get a regular action.
You get 2 attack actions per turn.
25 again. That's
That hits.
12.
All right. Roll me a Constitution check.
Me?
Yep.
They stinky.
You're gonna barf.
Am
Yeah,
I?
you're gonna yak.
God, 15 plus 3 is 18.
No, you passed it. Okay.
Cool.
So your arrows thunk into this zombie, and it spews like this white pus
Oh,
as
why
it
that
falls
word?
to the
Why
ground.
that word?
And it's gonna roll a Constitution check to see if it really dies.
Just to be clear, my zombie did not spew pus.
Stop.
He saved that the use of the word pus just for
I'm gonna
you.
throw up.
He passed it.
Is it
It's also
moist
bad
pus?
because, oh my
You gotta
God,
pop
leave.
that. Pop that.
I'm hearing everything in echo, so I hear everything he says twice because of the stream.
Sorry. Well, you should turn the stream all the way down.
If I do that, I won't count as a viewer.
That would
So-
make me sad because I only have
Did I-
3.
Did I guess 2 of the words correctly?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have 2 out of 3.
Didn't guess. She had to start saying it. So like, I don't know why she had to say that word because like she gave it away.
I did give, but it was an instinctual reaction to hearing it used over and over again.
Up until now, I've only ever heard 1 of the words. I now have 2.
I know all 3.
I am so close to my end game.
I think I might know all 3.
Don't tell me. I have to find
Oh,
out
well.
naturally. Just working into conversation for me.
I hate you all.
That third one's a really hard one to work in a conversation. Oh man.
All right, Crackle. Your turn.
Cass, are
I would
you
love
and I
to
going to
see anyone
continue
drop
this rope, or are we just going to use a single rope because now we have advantage on it?
It's not anchored at the top except to Maul. So I was gonna piton it into the side of the mountainside in case Maul got knocked off of the top.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you.
Take everybody with me.
I got a piton as well, so I'll climb up. So let me roll a. What was it? Athletic. I got a 12 to climb.
With advantage.
Oh no. 19 total with advantage.
All right, you make it.
Yay! And then I use my. If I have an action, I'd like to anchor us with a piton.
Okay, you can do that. Nora,
Nora.
you're donning armor, right?
I think
I
I just put
the
on my shield. Yeah, just put my shield on.
I have a question. Her hammer that she has the ability, you gain a +3 bonus on attack and damage roll made with this weapon, but it also says the first time you attack with this hammer on each of your turns, you can transfer some or all of the hammer's bonus to your armor class instead of
Yeah, so,
using the bonus as the attack.
so she can say instead of the +3, she just has a +3 to her AC, no matter what she's wearing. That's an awesome hammer, by the way.
So
So
right now she could have a 16 armor class, and then when she attacks, it goes down to a 13.
if she attacks using the +3, yes.
Okay.
What's her dex?
Dex. Dex is a 12, so it's a +1.
So she could have a +17. Oh no, you're
No,
right.
it's got a +3 to it, so it could be 1 to 3. And right now, with just the shield she has on her back, she's at a 13, so she could be at 16. When she's fully armored, she's at 18, so it'd be a 21.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
And
playing two characters.
no, it's fine. I looked up the rules. Heavy armor. It's not based on the kind of. It's based on the type of armor. So light, medium, and heavy is 10 minutes to don.
And chainmail is considered heavy?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me double check that. Chainmail is under heavy. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, once she gets up this rope, she'll
It's only disadvantage on stealth.
Oh, so not on climbing?
She did not have to take the armor off.
Okay, then yeah, she dons her armor and puts it back.
Let's just retcon that she had it on the whole time then.
Okay, then yeah, she climbs up and gets to fighting.
Give me another climb.
As soon as I close it. Athletic. 16 total.
That's a pass.
All right. And then can she attack?
Yep.
Does she have a ranged weapon?
No, she'd be using her hammer.
She didn't have
got a
movement left.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got a little bit of you guys, can you move within your own
Squares?
squares? Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to move within your company's squares.
She'd have to be able to move up, attack, and then move back. But there's not a lot of space here. One, and then two, we've already used. So their half of their movement for climbing would be 15, and you said it was 20. So I don't know how much movement we actually have.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oops, sorry. No, just leave shit alone. Yeah, then Rainy will just sit up. We'll just sit on the ledge as we are then.
She has spells, right?
Yeah.
What does she have?
Bane, Cure Wounds, Tech Magic, Divine Favor, Hunter's Mark, Searing Smite, and Shield of Faith for first levels. Spare the Dying and Toll of the Dead for cantrips, and a bunch of second levels. Bane Cure.
What's her channel divinity? Does she have Turn Undead?
I mean, she's
a
follower of Davy
Abjure
Jones.
Enemy.
I feel like she should be able to command them.
Is she Vengeance?
Yes.
Okay. So she doesn't have anything for undead. Yeah, she has Abjure Enemy, which is the one that gives her advantage, and I don't know what the other one is.
She also has Vow of Enemy. Enemy.
Oh, that's the one that gives you advantage.
Yeah, as a
Vow
bonus
gives
action,
you
choose a
advantage.
creature within 10 feet. You can gain advantage on rolls. Oh, that's good to know.
It's one of my favorite channels.
And then Abjure is an action. You can choose one creature within 60 feet of you that you can see to make a Wisdom saving throw. Fiends and undeads have disadvantage on this saving throw. On failure, that creature is frightened and its speed is reduced to 0 and can't benefit from the bonus to speed for 1 minute.
It's only one, so you don't want to waste it on a normal zombie. You
Yeah.
want to find the guy in charge and then fuck him up.
Yep, that's what we'll do then.
Cast's turn.
Is there room up at the top for me to stand if I get up there?
Yes.
Then I
It's
shall.
it's moving around once you get up there that's difficult.
I shall climb up there after everyone. I don't need to modify. I'm the last one up, so I don't really need to modify this for anyone, right?
Right.
And
Athletics
athletics check. I'm rolling it.
with advantage.
I don't need the advantage, but I'll roll it anyway. Yeah, 22.
Never say you don't need the advantage.
Well, my first roll was a 22, so.
Yeah, but your second roll could have been a 1, and then you would have been like, sweet, got that out of the way.
Yeah.
I already rolled my 1 today. This GM has been very nice on 1s. I'll try to take that into consideration next time he rolls a despair.
So the zombie that's up here, it's got 2 bolts or 2 arrows in him, and he's on the ground squirming, but he's still squirming towards an attack position.
Oh.
He's not dead yet.
Do I still have an action?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to double tap him with the shotgun.
I was gonna say kick him off the ledge, but that works too.
Does a 22 get the job done?
Yeah, 22 hits.
Okay, 16 damage.
Ooh, that'll do it.
That's a hell of a con save he's gonna have to make.
Yeah. Let's see if he can make it. He failed it.
He's dead, Jim. Kind of makes sense because that probably blew him into parts as big as a thimble from that range with a shotgun.
Yeah. You blast his little head off.
Not his penis.
That's a fleshy bit. On a zombie, that would have fallen off a long time ago.
Yeah,
All right.
that's fair.
So you hear another gunshot off in the distance, and then
I'd like Bosco to be body blocking for Ripley, so that if he's so to keep him from getting bitten.
I got you.
Wait, what happens if an immortal gets bit by a zombie?
Ooh, good question. I don't know. We're about to find out. Maul, what do you want to do now? Climb the rest of the way? Give me another 20-foot climb.
Alright, that is this button. I got a 19.
That'll do it. You still got the rope with you?
Yep.
All right. What do you want to do with that? Leave it on you?
Do I see any more zombies up here?
You don't see anything.
I will tie the rope off to something.
Okay. Maybe like this this rock?
Yeah. Does the rock feel sturdy?
Yeah. Give me I don't know. Give me a check.
You want an intelligence check?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
I crit.
Like a rock. Whoa, like a rock. This rock's solid.
So I did it good.
Yeah, you did good. Good rock, good.
Push the rock off.
All right. This guy starts shuffling down the steps. He tries to hit you.
And I couldn't see him before?
Nah, he was just out of. Well, you have dark vision and everything.
Yeah.
You could have seen. Yeah, you saw him, but you couldn't have got to him, right?
Yeah.
So you're prepared for him anyway. He missed you. All right, Penny. Yeah, and you're muted.
I'm sorry. I still have to climb.
Yes.
Okay.
One more climb check with advantage.
Natural 20.
Beautiful. You get up.
That's right. Knock him over. Nobody likes him anyway.
Ouch.
JK, JK.
I would like to tie the rope around her and the rock. And toss the rock.
All right. Are there zombies that we can see?
Yeah, there's a zombie there. Roll a hit.
Another natural 20? How is it doing that? This blue dice is magic.
You cheating.
I'm not cheating. You come look at it. I'm not touching it.
She probably boiled it.
What does that mean? You want me to
can
roll it
change-
again?
You
You can
can,
change the inside weight of the dice.
yeah. You can also put them in the oven on really low heat if they're poly dice.
Yep. You can also put them in liquid nitrogen.
Yep, that's why all my dice.
What?
Yep.
No, you can't. Y'all are messing with me. Stop.
Yeah.
I can't
Nope, these
guarantee
are all-
20, or do you have to put it face down on the side that you want it to always?
Yeah, you,
Like-
you put it face up on the side you want when you heat them in the oven, but it's not
Oh,
guaranteed.
okay, so the
it
weight,
just,
right.
just shifts the center of gravity.
Right, okay.
It doesn't guarantee it. It just makes it more likely.
Yes. Still cheaty as fuck. Like,
All right. Well, I re-rolled to a 10, and that's still a 21 to hit, so I know I still hit it.
Yeah, what's your damage?
14.
All right, you hit it. Do you get a second attack?
I think so. That's also a 10. I keep rolling the same number over and over again. I'm gonna start filming it so you guys know.
I mean, a 10 hits too.
I know it does, but that's what I rolled last time. It's freaking me out because I just rolled the same number twice in a row. You know what I mean? That's 11 damage.
I do that
No
all the
one's
time.
accused you of
But,
cheating.
but it's usually one.
Actually, those words came out of your mouth, but whatever.
I don't know that that's true.
Matt said that, not David.
That's fair.
Can somebody roll that zombie's con roll?
I got it.
I could roll a d20.
Oh, he rolled a 3.
I think that's enough to pass it, so he's at 1. Who's next? After Penny? Crackle, right?
Crackle.
I'm staying at my perch until that zombie's down. And then I'll climb up.
So you're holding action?
Yes, sir. Delay action.
Then who's next? Nora?
Is there room up there for her to battle? I mean, we all have to get up there eventually. I just don't see a point in us going up there right now. What do you want to do, Nora?
I mean, is there room for me or not?
Yeah, there's lots of room up here now.
Okay,
Okay,
then
then
yeah, we'll
I'm,
both climb up the
I'll
rope.
climb up there. Yeah.
So, crackle! Crackle. Athletics. 15 for the first one. Yeah, I'm gonna take that 15 for Crackle's climb. For Rainy. She got a 17.
Are you rolling with advantage?
Yeah.
Both of you got over 15, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're up.
One's up.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's got 1 health point. I mean, they got it.
Oh, well, yeah, I want to get in some of the action. Just say I tried to help.
I delay my action to Rainy.
Here, let me hit my thingy.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm hitting it with my hammer.
You're gonna run up to it and hit it with your hammer?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
13.
That hits. Roll your damage.
11.
That is dead. Needs another Constitution check.
That flat D20.
No, it's got a major modifier to it, I think. I rolled 11.
It failed. It's dead.
Okay, it does not have a major modifier to it.
It's not that kind of zombie. All right, Crackle starts rolling up the rope that he climbed up on
Okay.
and stashes it back in his back holding.
You don't think you'll come back down this way?
Also, we anchored it into the side, and I haven't climbed up yet.
Oh, I thought you had cast. Sorry, never mind.
But I don't know if you know what pisons are, but this rope ladder thing we've been putting is nailed into the side of the mountain.
Watcha.
It's not going to be a pull the rope up thing, but rope's super cheap. I was planning to just leave it here.
Okay.
Yeah, for the next dumbass who tries to climb up the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
more
look, a ladder.
because it's too much of a pain in the ass to take it down.
So I think we need more climbing checks, acrobatics or athletics checks.
These look like stairs.
Those are stairs, yes. I meant from Cast, Nora, and Crackle.
Yeah, I hadn't had a turn yet, so
Well, it's your
How about
turn
Nora?
now, right?
yeah.
I thought Nora's already up here. She
It's
just
my
hit it
turn.
with a hammer.
Oh yeah. Cast is it's your turn.
I know. I'm rolling. I'm doing it now. I get advantage, right?
Sure do.
You would if he hadn't rolled the rope up.
It's my best one was a 10, even with advantage. I'm back to rolling shitty again, guys.
Oh man.
He doesn't make it, guys.
Push the rock over on him.
I think they could help you out.
I could do Featherfall for him. Is he close enough? How far did he get up? Is he within arm reach that one of us could react to him and catch him in time?
He's not going to fall far enough to take damage.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
he'll be
my
fine.
other thing. So
He'll be fine. All right. Why don't we say we can take what it's taken 10, right? Take 10 minutes and get up the rest of the way,
Sure.
and everybody can be here. Yeah. Go on up there.
go on, get.
Yars. Auto raise is off again. How does that keep happening? I don't see flowers, guys.
Yeah, I don't see any flowers. I see a zombie though.
I do see a zombie. I pick up a rock and I light it up using my imbue trick, and I throw it in that general direction.
Your
I'm gonna go kill
character
the
looks
zombie.
ridiculous. How long has it looked like that?
My top hat? My top hat is amazing, not ridiculous. It is fucking
It's been like
majestic.
that at least 2 sessions.
Yeah. It's fucking.
And
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how
about
I
majestic.
missed it.
I emasculated literally a carny to get that.
That's
That
ridiculous.
is fair. That is fair. He shot a carny in the balls with a shotgun
Mm-hmm.
because he thought he was bad, and the guy was just mind control.
Jeez, man, harsh.
Right? I mean, that guy
I thought he
will
was
never
the
have
big bad.
kids. He was not. He was not the big bad.
Turned out I was wrong. I felt terrible about it. Then when he
Sure you
died, I
did.
stole his hat.
I'm sure you felt terrible.
It's this.
You want to go check it out?
No, I want to know what it
It's
is.
obviously
Yeah.
where a dead necromancer is.
You want to go check it out?
Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right, so it's like this. It's like an altar, basically. It was a site that was really a ritualistic center for power.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looks evil as fuck.
Paladin. This one's got you written all over it.
Do I see any of these corpse flowers?
Give me a perception roll.
You're so bitter about it.
I got a +5 on my perception. I rolled a 10.
You're so bitter about it.
Well, like, every time everyone else rolls, it's like 17, 19. I roll, it's like 2.
Here, I'll give you this. The wind is blowing this direction, and there's a strong smell of rot coming from the other way.
Coming from the zombies over there. Yeah, I threw a glowing stone over there to try to see them.
Oh, don't you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision, but I also threw, like, my idea was that I would be able to use it like I used a flare when you guys were in that tunnel with the spiders that
Right.
that Craven doesn't want to talk about.
Where did you throw it?
Towards the zombie dude that way.
Like here?
Yeah.
All right, that's what you see.
Thank you. There's more zombies over there, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go over there. But the paladin should look at this. It's evil.
Okay.
Can I go over there now?
I want to give everybody a chance to move and everything. So, Nora, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and look at whatever Maul's fussing about.
Okay, it's a altar for some. It's like an altar site for specific necromantic magic.
Pour some holy water on that shit.
Pour some holy water.
Is there any way I can like tweak it so that way they'd be like under the control of my Lord and Savior Davy Jones instead?
You could drop it to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably no way to do that.
Okay.
She's so sad.
Yeah, I am sad. I have one mission I've been given in this life.
Let's see.
Well, this new life.
Could have. We know it's evil.
Just channel some positive energy in there.
You're saying put energy into it?
Smite it.
You want to do the divine smite on it? But it's just a statue or a altar, right? Why destroy it?
Because it's evil.
Because it's evil and she's a good paladin.
Well,
Is she?
It's
she's a
debatable.
paladin. She's
She's a paladin. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good point. She's a paladin.
Is like, can I come back to this later? Or,
Sure.
like, do I need to deal with this like right now?
No, Just asking.
Well, something's making zombies.
Well, like one of us should stay back here and like stake it out in case whoever comes back, and then the
Just
rest of us should
destroy it.
like. Fine then, I get pissed and I like kick it.
That's not gonna destroy it.
Well,
She's gonna
then
use.
you come over here, bird. You deal with it, and I like storm off. I'm all pissed off, like thinks he can do my fucking job.
Wasn't the bird talking?
You storm this way right into this zombie.
Yeah, I kick it in the shin.
Here, let's do this. You can divine sense. That's another location of all undead, which would be helpful right now.
And it'll tell you that that thing is a the opposite of a blessed place. I don't remember what it's called.
A cursed place?
Desecrated.
Desecrated,
Desecrated. Yeah.
not consecrated.
Yes.
Alright, so she's gonna hit it with her hammer
Roll to hit.
with divine smite behind it.
Oh shit. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Two-handed, total 15 to hit.
That hits.
First set of damage is 5 damage from the hammer itself.
That accent is just hanging on to everybody tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Is that counting the +3
Yeah, it was a 2 plus 3.
and your
is that?
strength?
Oh, no, sorry. So 5 plus another 3 on top of that. 8. And then divine smite at level 1, which is 2d8.
+1d8 because it's undead.
So 3d8s total. 8 for 14 total.
14 damage.
Yeah, plus all the other damage done to it.
8.
Sorry, my kids are screaming. I'll be right back.
Getting beat. Somebody's getting beat.
Beat it.
Oh.
So Craven, while we're waiting for them to beat their children, don't magically show up with a new character tomorrow, unless you're going to warn me like right now. Because I may have based the opening of the next episode on your character.
Okay. I already showed up with a new character. It's not allowed to be played yet.
Yep. I just knew you were unhappy with that character, so I wanted to make sure that. I think you're
It's
gonna
growing on me.
like. I was about to say I think you're gonna like your character a lot more after the opening, because part of why I'm doing this is to help give you things that I think you will enjoy with that character.
Yeah, unfortunately, I enjoy killing things, and I made a character who's a healer.
I'm gonna fix that. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm sure you already knew that was coming. You can be both.
Yeah, but I was trying to break my stereotype, and I hate it.
As far as I'm concerned, you broke your stereotype when you stopped smacking things with a hammer. I've liked every character you've made so far for different reasons.
Yeah, now he's throwing dogs down wells.
Except for Nubs. Nobody liked Nubs. Everyone wanted Nubs to die.
The things that I found that I could do when nothing's off the table, like dipping chicken strips in vomit.
It's so gross.
Like, what the fuck was I even thinking? I don't know if was he worse than Ace though?
Yes, 100%. I liked Ace. Ace annoyed the shit out of all the players, but I giggled so hard every single time. Plus, he gave us the whole, like, I'm going to ride a bear thing. I mean, that'll be with us forever.
That is fair. He rode a bear. Almost lost his legs,
He
but
had
he
he
did
had
ride a
a
bear.
he had a 2 green check. It was like a 4 red check.
I like making characters that are ballsy.
It's because you didn't care if he got eaten. Like, if you'd
Yeah.
failed that check with 4 despairs, you've been like, okay, well, so this is he can't be Ace, so this will be Top, and you'll have a brand new character that's exactly the same thing.
No, I would roll Jack.
Jack? Why would he be
Yeah.
Jack?
Because it's another card.
Oh.
Also, he'd be a jack of all trades.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I actually liked that little side party we had.
I hated the captain.
What? Kizik's character?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well,
me and Kizik had special laughter at that because Kizik modeled him after someone he and I work with, an older gentleman we work with, and he nailed that persona so good. It's just so entertaining. Of course, the best villain a player has ever played was the Dextroid that Kizik also played, and he nailed that character. And he nailed that character so bad that it actually made Ghost angry. Like, he was literally upset during the session. That character was that annoying. Best ones.
we all have those people. I almost killed one of mine today.
Like, literally.
I debated it. So we're almost done with the job. They'll be going home tomorrow as long as they don't fuck up anything else. And all he had to do today was 5 outlets, and at 12:40 today he had 1 done.
Oof.
At 11 he finished that one, the first one. And oh no, I'm sorry. At 11 he was almost done. He's like, all right, well I'm gonna go to lunch. And I looked up and like, are you done over there? And he's like, no. I was like, all right, well, how about we finish what we're doing before we take a fucking lunch?
Right.
And then at 12:40, he hadn't finished the second one, and I just started running around. I grabbed the tools, I started doing one myself, and I said something like, I really thought this was going to be a lot quicker. And I want to say an hour and a half later, he finished all of them. So you tell me how he did. Yeah. So clearly, I need to put more foot in ass. But I'm of the mind that we're adults, and if you require a foot in the ass, I don't require you.
Right. I get you.
Give me a long ride home because I got to drive him home.
Oh.
That is gonna be awkward.
He's just one of those hipsters. So anyway, he weighs $120. He can't do any of like I'm supposed to be the weakest part of our company as far as physical strength, and like it's gotten to the point now where I'm stronger than all but one. I don't have stamina, but I'll get the shit done.
Whose turn is it?
I don't know.
Did Cast go last time?
I may have went out of turn because I threw that stone, and I came up here and looked for those corpses.
I think it's
that's the last thing I did.
Crackle's turn.
Yeah, Crackle didn't go.
All right, what do we got going on here? We got way over here. Did Rainy destroy that mound thingy?
Oh yeah, that thing's dead.
And then we got zombies way over there.
Oh, not mound thing. She didn't kill the altar. She killed the zombie.
Oh, I thought she was attacking the altar.
No, she did not listen to you.
Oh yeah, you pissed me off, so I stormed off. And
And what did I do all that rolling for?
Oh,
The
because she
zombie.
killed the zombie,
God damn, that was a lot of damage for a stupid zombie.
right?
I do anything to that altar?
In her defense, you were really boss.
Yeah, she was.
What is Crackle gonna do?
I'm looking. I don't think I have anything, so I'm just gonna chill out till there's enemies around.
There's enemies around. You see these?
Oh, I don't. So I'm too far away.
We don't see those because you made this. You used his Archon instead of the.
Oh yeah, my bad. Here,
Yeah.
you see them now.
Each square about 5 feet.
They're like 10-foot squares. Whatever.
I'm gonna say 90. I'm gonna firebolt. Firebolt. That zombie to the left that just opened up for me to see.
All right.
Does a natural 1 plus 5 hit for a total of 6?
No,
Natural ones never hit.
it's not gonna hit.
I should have bonus action ready. Study aim first.
Probably.
Yeah, because then I would have had advantage. All right, that's my turn.
All right.
It's Billy Bob's turn.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob's way over here.
You're doing great. Maul.
I'm gonna charge some zombies.
Charge some zombies.
A zombie disappeared on me just there. That's weird. Oh, nope. See him now.
This one.
No. This one right here disappeared.
Yeah. Also, the part of the ruins and the altar disappeared from me. You've got it set.
Yeah.
You've got everything set to auto rehide itself.
Oh.
That's what his problem is.
All right. Well, I'm gonna enrage and punch a zombie.
Cool.
Sorry, claw a zombie. I'm gonna rip his face off.
Hit that undead.
26 to hit
That hits.
for 6 damage.
All right.
Next one. $23 to hit
That hits.
for 7 damage. Jeez. And then last one. 15 to hit
That hits.
for 11 damage. That's it.
You put him down.
Nice.
Before Crackle goes again, Cass is going to be like, chill with the fire because we're here to collect a flower. There's a reason I'm not using my flamethrower. Since you just used Fireball.
I thought the flower only bloomed on top of graves of dead ones, so I figured we had to bury these ones that we kill.
If I were an evil GM, I would have any misses hit things we needed.
Yeah, am I an evil GM though?
Yeah.
All right. This guy is going to start crawling towards you. and he does a double backflip kick and just kicks you right in the head. All right. So these two are going to try to attack Maul. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Does a 13 hit you?
No.
All right. So you're going to take 2 bludgeoning damage.
I'll take 1.
You do that. All right. Ripley's group over here is going to march a little bit forward. They're going to dispatch one of these zombies. There we go. Penny. What are you going to do, Penny? You're muted.
Sorry. I'm not close enough, right? So I'm gonna have to move before I can shoot.
Probably.
How far do I have to move? 40 feet, I think.
What's
How
the
far
range
can
in your bow?
60 feet, I think. I'm not checking any of this. I'm just going off my memory, which is shit.
So I think you can take disadvantage and fire at double range, right?
Let me look at my sheet. That might help.
It depends if it's longbow or short bow.
The longbow.
I
And
think
it says
that's
my range is 150
20.
to 200 feet. Why does it say both with the slashy?
Because you take disadvantage on the long one.
Oh, if I go to 200?
Yeah.
How far can I move and still take my shot?
Your full movement speed.
I don't know how many feet that is.
It's 3 blocks, 3 squares.
Oh.
So 30 feet.
Yeah.
Really hard to get. Oh, well, I can just shoot it. It's only
You can
80
just shoot
feet
it.
away.
Yeah.
You could have just said that.
Okay.
Alright, I rolled a 18 plus, I think it's 6 to my attack.
That hits.
That's 10 damage. I rolled another natural 20.
You hit.
And that's 13 damage.
But that's a crit, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that right zombie goes down. Oops.
No, Maul! Why?
Yeah, you shoot Maul.
Didn't critically fail.
Crackle's turn.
Would you require pulling out my crossbow as a free action, or would that take 1 action?
Isn't there a quick draw feat?
I do not have it.
Yeah, so take a turn.
Yep.
Wait, what do you have to turn for?
To draw out my crossbow.
And knock it.
You can do that as that's just part of your. You get 1 item interaction per turn. So if you already have a weapon drawn, just drop your weapon. If you don't have a weapon drawn, you can just draw a weapon.
No, I didn't have one because I tried to fire bolt last round.
You can just draw your crossbow as part of your attack.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
What are you going to shoot?
I'm going to bonus action, steady aim, which gives me advantage. I'm going to look on my screen so I can see where zombies are and where I am.
I don't see anything that's still up.
Yeah, there's nothing still up
Oh.
that you can hit.
That's why, what's your name?
Billy?
Crackle?
Cass was so frustrated. He wanted to kill things, and they're all dead now.
Gotcha.
I mean, they're not. We're still hearing zombies.
And
Well, the
I'm-
ones we can see are all dead now.
I'm going to stealth in and search inside the ruins that we are in front of.
Oh, do you get on that altar?
No, I don't get on that altar. Fucking crazy.
You're
Looks
on
like
the
you're on it. Looks like you're on it.
I
Yeah,
can't see that on my screen. I'm off it on mine.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You've got all of these things set to rehide, so I don't see the altar. I don't see
Like
any of the
my
stuff in the altar.
altar's not till here, I think. For me.
It's
weird.
It's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
If you right click on it and go into the revealer settings, you'll see that it's set to.
Clearly, it's a magical setup, and clearly he has stepped on it.
How about now?
Can't see
Nope.
anything now.
It's all gone.
Yep.
So is Crackle.
Yay! Good night, everybody.
What the fuck?
Did you just delete it?
I just deleted the fog of war.
Did you use the delete key to do it?
No,
I don't know then. Can you see it?
I can see it.
I can't see it.
All I can see is the map.
Yeah, me too.
And tokens.
It's still there.
It's there because you're smacking into it.
I'm very confused.
There we go.
There we go.
Back. Cass is on the altar. So is Penelope.
Still can't see everything inside the. Yeah, I still have to move Penelope around for me to even see what's in those corners.
So in the fog of war tool, there's an option. I can't change it as an admin, but there's an option to tell it not to rehide things.
Yeah, I did that.
It obviously didn't work.
It's weird. So stupid. Let's try that. Can y'all see it now?
Nope, not unless my character's over top of it.
All right, so don't step into on the altar. Thank you.
I mean, what I would do if I were in your shoes is I would delete the fog of war, and then I would unpack the map again. Just reload the map. It'll reanimate all the zombies. But
Yep. All right, let's try that.
I don't know. Why do you think I said nope as soon as I saw him? It's okay. I got some gym on top.
oh, that's interesting. Oh, that actually makes sense. There you go. Now I can see everything.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go to bed soon.
fog of war is
Yeah.
still super glitchy.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, let's. Yeah, we can pause it here, but
Is it almost daybreak?
no, it's now the middle of the night, and this is your goal here.
And there's only one zombie left. Yars, corpse flower. I'm gonna follow my nose.
Wait, one corpse flower?
Well, yeah, that's what. So earlier I mentioned that I was like, this recipe says like 2 gallons or so. Yeah, it says 4 gallons of corpse flower juice. Like, if this whole map were filled to the brim with it, I don't know how you get 4 gallons.
Well, let me answer your question, because as you walk up to the corpse flower, it starts to rumble and move and then climbs out of the ground. And it's this hulking fucking thing. And it pulls a zombie corpse out of the ground with it. and then
Well,
eats it. And it rumbles towards you as it comes out of the ground. That's where we're going to call it.
Maul,
Is
found
it
your new
purple?
pet.
Does it gurgle and sound like it's full of juice?
Yeah, it's very juicy.
gross.
Very
Do we?
juicy.
I'm a juicy jibber.
Maul, I need you to do an animal handling check for me, and then we have to
Oh,
milk
is-
this goddamn thing.
Is it moist juice or like pus juice?
You'll find out next time on D&D.
He's gonna find out when I see him and shank him.
Ugh.
Next week on D&D. Maul gets attacked.
Yeah, do you guys want to play next Friday?
Yes.
Next Friday?
Yeah, we can.
We can do
You
that.
We can just do
you
this
mean
combat.
Valentine's Day?
Is that
No,
Valentine's?
Valentine's Day is
Valentine's
Sunday.
Day is
Valentine's Day is
Sunday.
on Sunday,
Sunday,
bro.
that's right. I don't have Valentine. I don't give a shit.
That's fair. I was about to say your wife's gonna be. Then I was like, oh yeah.
This is not a holiday I give a shit about. Sorry.
That's right. I'm gonna be in Georgia, so
God damn, man. Get out of there already.
I'm trying.
I'm all for playing next Friday, but I want to make sure everyone is checked with everyone else, so we don't double up.
Why are we playing 2 weeks in a row?
Because we like you.
Because all we'd have to do next Friday is destroy the boss, the corpse flower here.
And then make money.
It would also fix our schedule so that Edge didn't fall on the same fucking weekend as this.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, and I'm going to pack this table, save it. Thanks for playing, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was fun.
I hope I live through
Training, I'm
next
going
session.
to stream tomorrow morning if you want to come.
What was that?
I'm streaming tomorrow morning if you want to come.
I'll be there. What time are you starting?
I have no idea yet.
Too early for you.
No.
No. It's probably gonna end up being like 1 o'clock again.
No, I can't wait that long because Matt has things to do, but I think probably like 10 or 11.
All right. Well, thank you everyone on the stream for stopping by. We are going to call it there until next time. I'll leave on a cliffhanger.